Friday, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the actual culture. And of course, we are hosted by the absolute best. But before we jump into that, you already know what to do. Come on. Have you pressed it? Press subscribe. All right, then. Now, of course, we're hosted by the absolute best. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves.
6 foot plus of pure temptation. Big Marks from the east side of the bridge. You already know what it is.
Oh, okay. So it's the girl that claimed to do a hot girl summer, but tapped out on her way to the first gig and decided that I just want to be a quiet, chill babe. It's a shade queen, my royalty.
What are you talking about? You were there. I saw T.
Barely.
You were at the back door. You were at the back. Anyway, young people, it's Big Boy defending your right to decline the offer to be godmother, godfather, or any of those other things, or bridesmaid.
I was going to say bridesmaid.
You are allowed to say no.
Yes.
You are allowed to say no. It may have consequences, but it's a big commitment. It's a big commitment. So I'm just putting that out there. We'll talk about it in a
I
little
second
bit.
that.
What did you say when someone says, I want you to be godmother? You say, no, I don't like you.
No, you don't say that like
I just can't take on that responsibility right now.
Or you faint.
Whatever.
Faint.
Man, just
Yeah.
You got to do what the Nigerian
Do you see
politician
the
did.
Nigerian politician?
Yeah, you got to do that.
You just got to faint.
Nigerians are ridiculous. All right, it's your boy Big Man Use. I don't have an intro today. I have a statement.
Oh.
All right. Let me your ears, innit?
Okay.
Man them, particularly rappers, right? Don't send unsolicited dick pics.
Oof.
Yeah? It's
Who did
embarrassing. I'm going to show Margs a name and I want Margs to laugh. Don't read the name out, just laugh. Just react.
Can we all
Why
see
can't we
it?
see
We
the
won't
name?
say anything.
All right, so this rapper, I'm embarrassed for this rapper.
I'm embarrassed.
This rapper sent
embarrassed.
my girlfriend an unsolicited dick
Oh,
pic.
wow.
She told
way.
me, bruv, I was dying.
Fuck
Bring me
it.
in. Nah, don't you dare.
won't say
You
anything.
can't do that.
That's unfair.
All right.
We've got to see it. Not Brent wheeling up. Let me see.
Niggas are in the streets.
Stop it.
Niggas are in the
Stop
mud.
The men are down bad.
Yo.
The men are down
What you
bad.
told me, I was-
That's not cool.
Fam,
There's not.
Don't look for pussy.
you know what this shows me? You know when you look
Ew.
at a nigga and you think, yeah, you're a cool nigga.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean?
You don't know.
Can
what
I just
people
say
do.
as well,
You don't
though?
know what people be doing, cuz.
I don't know if men know this, but that is a crime.
That is a crime.
It is a crime.
Unsolicited
And I don't mean a
dick
moral
pic.
crime. I mean like a legal crime.
Yeah.
When you say unsolicited, was it just like
Unprovoked.
Was it
It was,
unprovoked?
it was
Surprise!
unprovoked out of the blue. And then
Jack
later,
in the
and
box.
then later,
From no.
and then a couple of days later, a week later, he came back to like, oh, hey, how are you?
Oh, move, man. You didn't even unsend.
So obviously, there was no reply to the dick pic. I said to her, oh, did he
He's a
unsend it?
man in
And
like
she
a
goes, no, he just left it there.
What platform was this on?
Oh, this is on Twitter. Who does it on
Oh, you can't even unsend on
Twitter?
Twitter.
Not even.
That is
you can't
egregious.
You can't
unsend
unsend on
You
Twitter.
can't send on
Yeah.
Twitter, innit?
But
Yeah.
you know,
That is egregious.
Did it happen over the weekend?
The next step is I'm
'Cause
going
it
to
was
ask her
Eve.
to see it, and I'm going to keep it for insurance.
not
What?
keeping it for insurance,
I'm
child.
joking. I'm playing.
That's a crime too.
I'm joking.
Listen, that's a crime. That's illegal too.
That's a crime too. I retract that statement.
LOL.
Sorry, but what you
That's
saying?
I
embarrassing.
just want to say sorry to your missus. That's
For
a
having to
horrible
see
thing.
that. Sorry, babes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
sorry.
never received a dick pic ever.
That was it.
I would
I
just
would
say,
cry.
not all rappers are like that. A wise man once said, I don't really send dick pics. You can come get this dick in person.
You know.
Yeah.
Is it you? You're the wise man.
No, there
No,
was
that was
one-
abracadabra.
Okay. I know you quoting yourself on a Monday morning.
Nah, niggas are down. Niggas,
Down bad.
Niggas are horny.
Mm.
Damn.
Like,
But crying
starving.
for
You
it.
know, you know how
It's
horny
not
you have to
hope-
be to just send an
We don't
unsolicited
even.
dick pic.
Nah, that's crazy.
You're horny, bro.
Do you know what's mad?
Roasted.
I feel
Was it
like
mid-conversation or was it just
No.
bow?
No,
A
there's no
surprise.
convo. He just went in straight. He went in
Maybe
firing.
it was an accident.
Nah, come
Yeah,
on.
Nah, it wasn't.
Nah.
Okay, so without signing the word yet,
Yeah.
was it like, I don't know if you saw it, if you asked, but like, was it an impressive penis or something?
That's
Because
what I'm thinking.
One, I haven't seen
Doesn't
it.
make
Two,
it
I didn't
okay.
ask. What I said to her was his face in it? And she said yes.
Oh!
But then I said, are you
Mess
sure?
up.
I said, I don't think he'll put his face in there. I think maybe you're just thinking his face was there. He wouldn't be so stupid to put his face in. She goes, no, I think it was in there. But I didn't say, oh, go and check it. I just, we were just,
Yeah,
we
you
just
don't go for
talking.
that
Yeah.
trauma again.
That's
So-
mad.
I'm
that's
like,
a
That's
deviant.
that's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna lie.
insurance.
Just logically, my brain and just doing the art of deduction, he must be slanging.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
for him to actually just be
so
so
when
brazen.
I say that at the beginning,
No, you'd be
confidence,
surprised.
but it's still mad. But I was like, they must be mad,
No.
believe
No, no,
himself.
they-
Doesn't make it okay, obviously.
No.
No.
No, sometimes
I hear you.
it's the spirit that takes over. I don't think they're always.
That's the spirit.
They're not always packing
You
like
can't
that.
be moving wild like that with
No, they
with,
do.
with,
With
average.
average. It can't even
penis.
be
Even
average.
above
They do.
average, it must be
Yeah.
large.
It's gotta be a
In
scientific
an ideal
experiment.
world, you would think to do something like that, that will be what fuels that. It isn't always.
That's scary.
No, I would
Yeah,
assume
it is
that
annoying.
he's
Just
packing
leave
to a
that there.
degree. Otherwise, because you ain't gonna go in with meaty penis.
Yeah.
That's
Or even
ridiculous.
above average, you
That's
can't.
ridiculous.
What, no warm up, no lube,
Imagine
just
going
straight
in-
picture.
I said to her, no, I asked her, was it hard or was it flaccid? It was hard still.
Yeah, it had to
Yeah,
be
but it's got to be
hard, right?
above average. Yeah, you can't send Willie.
You
It's
can't
gotta
send-
be cocked.
It's not really.
It's got to be cocked.
You said a penis.
Fully cocked.
You can't send Willie pictures. That's ridiculous.
That is insane.
If you send Willie pictures, I will blow him up now.
You're not my boy anymore.
How dare you, Demi?
Yo, tell your boy, man. He needs to
That is
crazy.
embarrassing.
No, you
But
can't have
this
that
is it. This
conversation.
is the question. Like,
Are you in the mic? Are you in the mic?
yeah,
please?
can he come true on the press run? because why? Because why?
No, it is. That's awkward.
Brent
though.
said, what was the thought process
No, you
behind
gotta
that?
You're
I
allowed
gotta
to.
pretend.
You gotta pretend.
He's allowed.
You gotta pretend that you don't know.
100%. Is he?
You gotta
What's that
pretend.
He's allowed up to the press run, right?
Ask him.
Of course he is. This
Yeah.
is all love.
Wait, do you and your missus have shared
You're
pictures
ridiculous.
on her page?
No.
So he doesn't know that.
Nah, he don't know.
Oh,
no,
so
but
you gotta play dumb.
he don't know me.
Yeah, but you gotta
Yeah,
play
but
dumb. You just
still
gotta play
there.
dumb.
Nah, if I saw him in person, I gotta say like a little joke, innit?
Yeah, you
Relax,
gotta know what that-
Killy, innit? Like,
Yeah. You gotta do what
you
he's
got
thinking,
your house,
yeah.
didn't it? He's got no.
Yeah, but he's not gonna get it.
But he
Yeah.
okay, but
I have to.
But he will think that,
allude, I have to allude to something.
Yeah.
guys, you know, just made this the most dangerous place
Yeah,
to come
I
and do
That
an
is
interview.
so funny.
I got to allude to something. You know what I mean?
That is crazy. When did this happen?
She didn't tell me. We're just chatting about this stuff, and it just came up in conversation.
Yo,
That's wild.
that
Yeah.
is, yeah.
It's
That is, it's
embarrassing.
crazy out here. It's crazy
It's
out
not
here.
safe.
It's
One
not
of my favorite
safe.
rappers.
What's that?
One of my favorite rappers.
Is it? I was just bumping the last
But you
tape.
know what it is? When I think of
Guess
him,
who's up to rotation now?
when I think of, can you listen to his music the same?
I was joking with her. I played.
You said his name. You just said his name.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy.
It's a good thing we're not live. Yeah, Brent.
That would have gone.
Do you know what? As soon as the name came out, he retracted himself. He said, "I am not."
Yeah, he
part
said,
of this."
"Ooh,
He said, "I am not being a
Brent,
podcast."
come on, just bleep that.
Filthy fellas. I do not know you niggas.
Whoops. Sorry, no, the moment took me.
You said it's so smooth as well.
Yeah, you didn't even
clock.
clock for a second.
Yeah, Brent. Bleep.
See, guys, and this is why you have to join when we go live.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
not
why
gonna
you have
lie.
to join a
Yeah.
new platform.
Join live and you would have heard the name. You know what I'm trying to
And
say?
it would have been our secret.
Join
guys.
live
It wouldn't
and
have
you
been
would
a
have heard the name.
Yeah, you made it for like 2
Shade
minutes.
bar,
Huh?
yeah.
What's that?
That's wild.
How do I go what? Yeah, no. If it was
Well,
live,
Brent is having
then
too much
If
fun.
it was live,
What are you talking
It
about?
is what it is, yeah.
It is what it is.
what it is.
No, because no, do you know
Sorry,
what? 'Cause
nigga.
he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it was bad behavior.
It's a crime. Should have done it.
It's bad behavior. Though we have very
Consequences.
inconsistent behavior towards crimes. That's definitely a crime, by the way.
No,
But
because
there's some crimes that we don't mind. There's some crimes that we've
it
been able
depends
to
on our.
crimes.
I can't think of any at the moment.
This guy says he's a trans. No, what do you say? No, not a trans criminal. What's something? You said something about criminal.
Marks is done for the rest of the show. Just he's gonna tap
much
back in the
has
den out here
Too
because
much has happened.
just too much now.
Too much has happened.
Speaking of what?
No, he's gonna bleep it out.
Rattled.
He's gonna bleep her name
No, that's
out.
wild, man.
Oh, God.
Right, make sure you, because sometimes your work's a bit higgy. Make sure you bleep the name out properly.
No, he edited the crying thing well.
Oh man.
The crying thing.
That was sick. Have you seen the Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
the clip he put
the
out,
real
Yeah,
woman
when
crying
Marks
that.
was like,
Yeah,
zoom
yeah,
in.
he edited that really well.
Mark-
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, yeah, I saw
smoke.
that.
And nothing
I've
he
seen
said
it.
sounded
You
wild.
posted it up in the story, Brent.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
of course I
posted
posted
it.
I forgive
Too quick.
But yeah, Esther, why weren't you at
That's
home on
wild.
the weekend? I don't even know if there's even a point in following that up, but let's
There really isn't. I was gonna throw in word and road. I can't lie to you. That's a tough act to follow, mate. That's a tough act. Basically, I looked really cute and everything was really lovely.
Yes, you did.
Had a nice little number. I didn't take a picture in it because I just
I
wasn't
saw
in the mood
face
anymore.
and I saw pink.
Yeah, when it was green, it was
Oh,
green,
green,
like
okay,
a
that's
green
what-
crochet number. It was really
Yes,
lovely.
crochet. That's it. That
Yeah.
was that. Yeah.
But on my way there, it started to come back to me what the wireless experience is like. So as on my way there, I tweeted, I'm selling my Sunday ticket. I knew I was going to do it. Got there, I saw Mahalia at the end of her performance. She's really, really cool. Like, she just seems like
She's nice.
good vibes and she just enjoys her music. And
Yes.
that was good. But again, because Burna dropped out,
Mhm.
the schedule was a bit weird. So I was going to end up spending more time there than I planned to.
Okay.
Or-
Or you were going to leave after Burna.
No. I was going to, like, I wouldn't have felt like I was spending more time there if Burna was there. So it would have been Burna, Megan, Cardi.
Okay.
But because Burna Cassidy was then Megan, Roddy Rich, I don't know anything apart from the box. So
Yeah.
that was that.
He has a good
And
album.
then
He's got
Cardi.
big songs.
Yeah, he had a good album.
I
She
don't
said
listen to them.
she knows what she knows.
I don't
Yeah.
listen to them.
So,
I didn't even know the band was still in business. But yes, it was that. So that, and the thing with wireless as well is that In between acts here, there's no like DJ together. It's just silent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not good vibes. So it was just like kind of quiet and stuff. And then my feet was hurting. And it was really, really hot.
What's the turnover
What do you mean?
in between acts?
It's like, so in between Megan and Cardi, it was 3 hours.
No.
And there was no music.
Well, you said, what do you
No,
mean?
but there's
after
some,
Megan?
but there's other people playing. You go to a
Yeah,
different
so
stand,
I
innit?
went to see Rema.
Okay. Sound guys.
Leave that there.
Was it not good?
No. No.
He was so good at Afro Nation. Maybe he's tired.
Maybe it was the sound. Maybe
Mm.
Maybe there's something wrong with the mic today.
Mm.
But on that day, it wasn't giving. So I just sat down. But Cardi, when Cardi came up, Cardi made it up. Cardi is amazing.
I heard.
I love her.
Did she?
I've always
did
loved
she
her, but I
punch
love her even more.
I really like her. Did she? What happened with the whole punching thing?
Oh, so basically someone tried to pull her. Basically, she said apparently they kept trying to pull her mic.
Okay.
So she kind of was like, but it looked from the video I saw, it looked like they pulled her hair.
Oh, okay.
So she had quick tussles trying to get herself away.
Oh, okay.
But when I tell you, Cardi, obviously she hasn't performed. I don't think she's been performing actually because she had another baby.
Yeah.
But I saw her last time I saw her was actually a wireless as well in 2019, and she was sick with that as well. I think that was her first UK proper big performance. I remember she offed her wig; it was a whole thing. But this time, from when she came out, her energy was on 100.
I heard she was amazing.
And then she had Offset as well, and they were like, "They're such a cute couple." And then she brought Megan out, and then because she came out a bit late, like 15 minutes late. Obviously, wireless, like the time is the time. And she was telling them, like, listen, I can't lie to you, I've got hits. I need to perform them. So
I
don't be
like that.
dramatic.
I heard that.
But they still had to kind of rush it. She kind of rushed a bit.
Yeah.
Because when she was done with WAP, she hadn't done Bodak Yellow. They threw the confetti out. She was just like, okay, I'm still singing my song. But she was amazing.
Oh,
she made it up
good.
for me, the whole thing. But
That's so good.
I definitely couldn't do another day. I was just tired, man. And that's my last wireless ever.
I've
I'm
been
done.
hearing that a lot, but I heard the crowd was really good. Like you lot were singing the crowd. I
No.
heard was good vibes.
Yes, the
UK
crowd was really good.
Apparently, yeah, like
The crowd was really,
a lot
really
of
good. I
artists
can't
were
lie.
saying that. Like,
Yeah, I've seen footage of
Yeah.
Summer Walker and
yes,
Crowd was amazing.
like the
I can't
crowd
lie.
was just really good vibes.
Yeah,
and stuff
but,
like that. But I'm glad you had a
um,
decent end to your experience.
Yeah, it was alright. It was good.
You can be a hoe another weekend.
Yeah, but I think what I want as well, I want like artists to just do concerts. I realize I'm a concert girl.
Mhm.
I can do a festival if it's like more like an Afro Nation
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like that. I can do that kind
Yeah.
of vibe. But I think in the UK, unless it's like a
You don't wanna do-
Glastonbury, and I don't camp, so basically I'm not going to any more festivals.
I need to wrap my head around this, man.
What?
I've seen footage of the festivals, like all the people performing, and it's lit. I love music. I'm like, I wish I enjoyed these things. Like I wouldn't mind.
Have you ever tried to go
Yeah,
to one?
Yeah, I've been to
I'm
many
not go
festivals.
to one, perform at one. Do you mean?
No, just
Oh.
go to one.
But then you
enjoy
stay
it.
backstage though. The vibe is different backstage.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Maybe
nicer.
maybe that's what.
No, but it's not nicer though because you haven't experienced the main ground.
I don't care about the humans. I like mixing with.
That's a human.
No, but I think that's what makes the
Peasants.
festival more fun when you can actually see the
I
artists.
don't enjoy that walking around and. all
Oh,
that
you
kind
don't?
of stuff.
Okay, okay,
I
fair
don't
enough.
enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I'd want to go to like an older one because I saw some other festivals going on this weekend. I think I'd go to that. But again,
What
it's
do
the
you mean?
lineup.
What do you mean older ones?
Wireless is very young.
Oh yeah, okay,
Oh,
I
you
get what
mean
you mean.
the
Yeah,
demographic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to see Ross at the end of the month.
who?
Ross.
Gunley.
Ross Gunning.
No, Ross, Rick Ross.
Oh.
Why
you,
you say the Rick?
you know
You
what
need
you
to-
do when it comes to celebrities. You just like you say
use the
like,
nicknames.
as if you're bedrins. Like and we're like,
No, but everyone calls him Ross.
No.
Nah, I'm gonna-
No?
We call him Rose.
I
If
thought you said
anything.
Russ. That's
Oh, sorry. No,
If you said Rose,
Rick Rose.
There we go.
Okay.
Recognizable.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get your gun lean on. I was like, okay.
I would never.
But it was the way he said it
I
as well.
would never announce that I'm going to see Ross.
You know- when you said it's Gunley, I remember the clip that Brent edited. What was that clip again?
Lippy.
Yeah, the one
Yes.
with Lippy.
Oh, yeah,
And you're like how he was
Boxing.
boxing.
It's boxing like Ross. Though.
So why are you defending people's rights?
It's a lot, man. Being
Okay.
asked, yeah. I don't want to. I think it might be still too close to home in it. But being
Yeah.
asked to be something like that, I think it sounds really lovely and really sweet.
Yeah.
But it's a commitment. I don't think you should take it lightly.
Yeah.
And like I think
agree.
yeah, I just it. That's it.
I
just
strongly agree. I would
Yeah.
not take offense to anyone saying they can't be my bridesmaid, my maid of honor, or my child's godmother. But I'm very particular with these things anyway. Because I understand. Because you know, first of all,
totally
it's the
offensive.
rudest-
No, it's
no.
offensive
Because first of all, it's stupid expensive. Stupid expensive, right? So if you're not in that position or you're working towards something, you're trying to buy a house. I understand if you can't make that financial commitment.
What's
Also-
the-
what's the commitment?
Yeah, what's the cost?
Well, it's
specific?
different for
It's
different things.
it depends,
Bridesmaids
yeah.
and stuff like that. You already know there's a lot of upfront costs.
Why did
What?
the bridesmaids foot the bill?
What's
Because
that
how many-
Well, you have to pay.
That's
for,
expensive.
Yeah, you
The
have to-
the wedding's expensive as it is. I can't foot everyone's bill.
No,
Yeah, what
are
did the
upfront
bridesmaids
costs?
pay for?
So you pay for your hair, you pay for your makeup, you pay for if there's like cultural, so like traditional and white wedding.
But you'd be paying for that if
dresses.
you was going to the wedding anyway.
No, you wouldn't.
No, because if you were just attending the wedding as an attendee, I'm not even talking about bridesmaid. I'm talking more like maid of honor. You know those big
Yeah.
roles, right? But if you were going as a guest, you'll pay for your outfit
And that's it.
and that's it. But
Yeah,
like,
but hair, makeup, you still do your hair, makeup.
No, but
you
I wouldn't pay someone to do my makeup.
Right,
And
if you're going as a guest.
if I'm gonna do your hair, it will be because I'm gonna have the hair anyway. With bridesmaids, you tend to have the same hairstyle,
Yeah.
so you might have to buy new weaves or whatever it is.
And a lot of these decisions are not really in your hands, if you get me. Like, it's the bride's vision, and rightfully so, but it's the bride's vision. So if she wants that silk dress that's really duper expensive, and it's not just also about money, it's also about like the amount of time. This is an additional part of your
So like,
life.
do the bridesmaids buy their own dress and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a favor, sometimes the bride can pay for it. Like when I went to my best friend's wedding, they paid for our dresses.
I
But
think you should.
for example, that kind of wedding
What?
where I had to fly out, I was like $3,000 in.
Yeah. But also, like, I think even if you don't pay for, maybe you might pay for your bridesmaid dress, somebody else might pay for, like, the material. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do, like, native. But, like, even with God, and when you think about, like, even bridesmaid maid of honor, that's for, like, a year to max. Do you know what I mean? But, like, to be a godmother, which is an amazing honor, but you have to be able to undertake it. You can't just say yes because it's lovely, because you are a part of that child's life. I think some people take that stuff really lightly.
I take it very seriously.
I take it super
like,
seriously.
God,
I'm picking one.
Is so like it kicks in. It kicks
his
in.
friends,
It kicks
because-
in when they die. When they die, it kicks in like when it's supposed to. What it's for.
No,
yeah,
but you
they
actually,
like to buy your kid nice trainers and stuff like that. But when you're having issues with, I feel like a godparent, like if, for example, I'm talking to my child and I'm not able to communicate with the child, like you should be that auntie that the child can trust and talk to. Like, no, I'm not saying tell you my child's secrets and stuff.
Yeah.
But also the way I see it is, not being funny. I'm picking someone who, if I die tomorrow, you're gonna adopt my child.
Yeah.
That's
And if you're not able to do that, then
that's
no.
what it's for. If anything
That's what it's
happens,
for.
Like, my godparents ain't like, I like them, but I've got loads of aunties and uncles, or not even real aunties and uncles, not by blood or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I got loads of them that could be either one of them. Like, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
I think you're meant to take
it.
it seriously, but people don't.
Yeah,
It's one
I
of those
think you're
title
mistaken,
things.
and I take it seriously, because if I felt like,
How many godchildren you got?
let's not talk about it.
Why? I want to talk about it.
I don't have any godchildren.
Oh my god, no one respects you. What about you?
I don't have any yet.
What about you?
I ain't got none, B.
You are fucking heathens. This is horrible.
How many do you have?
2? Maybe?
And how many? What do you do for them?
None.
What do you
If
mean
their parents
2
die,
maybe?
I'll look after them.
It seems like they have poor judgment. You need to be.
Would you
involved.
adopt
I'm
them?
involved. I'm their friend. I'm
Oh, wait,
involved.
wait. Is that,
Would you
is that-
adopt them?
Is that a reflection on
Would
me?
I?
That I haven't
Yeah.
asked?
Yeah, if I had to.
I've
Yeah, of
been
course
asked.
it is.
Is it? You think so?
Yeah, as a person, that means no one doesn't.
But
No one
would you
can't
ask
trust you. Doesn't
I've
value you.
asked.
Nah.
I don't think that's fair.
What?
No, people trust me for
Yeah.
sure.
No, what
Sure.
do you ask him?
Not with their
Sure.
not with their kids.
No, they do. Listen,
What do you ask him?
is it a reflection on my character that I haven't been
No, it's
asked
not.
if
I don't
anyone's
think
got-
so.
You would say
Okay.
that. You don't have any.
No, but I know I'm going to be one.
Yeah, I've been asked.
She
Oh,
just needs to get
manifest it,
pregnant.
baby.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
So I've been asked. But I just think.
You said no.
Okay.
And that's fine. I'd rather you said fine. I'd rather you said no to
personally
me.
think-
You didn't rate. You,
No.
you said it wasn't like that
no,
between
I
us. Like, I'm not even. It's not even like that between us.
And also, I think my close boys, they don't even have kids.
So okay, so
Yeah.
yours is coming. Why did you say no?
Take us there.
I didn't say no.
You got
It
fired.
was public, and I said yes, because obviously I was asked in front of people. And
Yeah.
it was like a big. We had just recently reconnected, but I
Oh,
immediately.
yeah.
I immediately was like, I don't know, because I take it seriously. I
Yeah.
immediately was like, I don't know if we are the people. Like, we literally just reconnected 2 months.
Yeah, I don't think that was
before,
nice as well
and,
to be in
and
that
stuff
position.
Like that. No, it was so loving and all of that stuff. But I was so shocked, and I felt like I felt a big sense of duty to the child. Like, if you're gonna call
Yeah.
me, but yeah. So eventually, it just made sense that
Did you tell the person that you can't be that?
we had a falling out.
Okay, so fair enough.
We had a falling out,
so
so
it's
it
done
just
anyway.
naturally wasn't. Yeah.
But you did what I would
I've
do.
always been respectful to the kid, like always been respectful to it. But I just felt like, because even the falling out was so in my head minor I should never have been like, I don't think I was the right person for her to ask. If you go, what I
Yeah.
mean. Like there wasn't enough, I think, of friendship there in the first
But
place.
you know, is that someone who doesn't take it seriously the way you take it seriously?
I think she did.
'Cause
take
I
it
wouldn't-
seriously.
No, because I wouldn't. If I reconnect with a friend, I'm not asking you to be my child's godparent.
I think she took it seriously. I think at that stage, and I can't speak for her, but I think at that stage, I was like, who she felt was like the best option. If you go what I mean.
Okay.
And this without me trying to put the most out, because beautiful child, beautiful girl. But I felt like, yo, this is a big
You're nice though, because you said yes to public. I said that's what I would do if someone asked me to marry them. I don't want to marry them in public.
Yeah.
Then I'll say
remember
let's call your
was
parents.
so
Wait a minute, let's talk
overwhelmed.
about it.
I was so overwhelmed because obviously, like, being involved in that, like that whole, like, literally
Yeah.
when we met a couple of weeks later, she told me, yeah, that I'm pregnant, and so I was kind of there the whole pregnancy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And so
Okay.
that's
Okay.
what kind of. But I just was like, yo, this is like a big commitment. I don't know why, but I just felt like it because I take that stuff.
No,
so
it is a big
seriously.
commitment.
And so it was asked, and I was just like, yo, really, everyone really, really complimented. But I just immediately felt like, am I the right? Like, am I the person in terms of we're not that close. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, later on, literally, it was like the smallest thing, and it was immediate. And then we actually reconnected recently, and it was like she was like, I was going through a lot. I was like, no, I understand. And it just shouldn't have been. And it was just such a horrible experience as well. To like, do you know what I mean? It was a horrible experience. That's not something I've ever thought. So yeah.
How serious do you take your Godfather duties?
I mean, dead serious.
Okay. Do you have like a rota?
No, if it comes into God forbid if anything happens and my duties get kicked into activation, I'm gonna activate.
Oh, so your duties only kicked in once the parents have passed?
No,
I don't feel like I have. I'm there. They're my friends. They're
How old
the
are the
kids. Getting old now.
You're like cool Uncle Margs, though,
16 and they're
big.
No, but for the most part, what I'm saying is, all that, like, you can, obviously, I'm not saying like not caring, you're saying like it means something, but I don't think it means like you should have like some extra special bond with the you, whatever. Your relationship's based on the adult. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's someone that you trust. If I'm gonna pick godparents for my children, it's gonna be people that I value and people that I trust. It's got nothing to do with them and the kids, and they don't need to. Obviously, like, everybody's different in it. Like, you don't need to be around making a song and dance. If you're in my life and you're my friend, it's going to be the same thing. The love you have for me is the same love you have for my child. It's the family. It is what it is, isn't it? Like I'm saying, I care about for when it matters, when it God forbid, like if it's time, when it's activation time, I'll activate. You're not going to get any special treatment now. Yeah, it's just because it's the same love I'm going to give you.
My nieces and nephews kind of stuff.
Yeah, anyway, you get me?
No, I hear that. Well, guys, we went from dick pics to godparents. Let's jump into the very first headline.
Dirty rappers.
All right, guys. So sad news and trigger warning. 15 shot dead in South Africa. South African police have revealed that at least 15 people have been shot dead in a bar in South African township of Soweto. Several more are in critical condition. Police said gunmen entered the Orlando East Tavern in the early hours of Sunday morning and started firing randomly at a group of young people. They then fled the scene in a white minibus. At the moment, no motive for the attack has been established. The victims are believed to be between 19 and 35 years old. A local resident said bodies were on top of each other with blood all over. We were looking for our loved ones. We had to jump over bodies looking for our brothers. The head of police, Lieutenant General Elias Mawela, told the BBC the shooting appears to have been a cold-blooded attack on innocent tavern patrons. They are searching for the suspects whose identities remain unknown. Damban Moloi, a community leader in Soweto, was angered by the amount of time it took for police to arrive. He said, "It's terrible, I'm telling you. People don't know what to do. If you were there, you could see women and children crying." He went on to say the attack happened at 11 p.m. local time on Saturday, but the police didn't arrive until 4 a.m. on Sunday, 5 hours. We will keep you posted on any further developments. We send well wishes to all of those who were affected by this senseless attack. So yeah, that's incredibly sad.
Life. Could you imagine shooting someone up and the police don't get there for 5 hours?
I just don't know how they would even find the people. But like we said, we'll keep you guys updated. Let us go to the second headline, which is obviously way lighter. So get your sunscreens out, guys, or maybe not, because doctors say stay indoors. As reported on Friday, the UK experienced a heat wave over the weekend. This is expected to continue this week, which has led to health warnings being issued. It is expected to bring the hottest day of the year, but also intensifies the pressure on water supplies. Parents are advised to keep their children out of the sun this week, while a water company revealed that it's already looking at ways to prevent introducing water restrictions for the first time since the heat wave in 1976. The UK Health Security Agency issued a heat health alert running from Monday onto Friday, particularly for the south and east of England. The threat to health is real, with at least one children's hospital issuing advice to wear sunscreen and light-coloured clothing and stay in the shade. All have been advised to stay hydrated by drinking water little and often. The temperatures are predicted to hit 33 Celsius on Tuesday, more than this year's record high of 32.7 Celsius. For context, the temperature in Santorini will peak at 29 Celsius.
Can I just say, guys, please still use your SPF while you're indoors, even if you don't leave your house. You need protection from like lights and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
On your phone screens and laptops and all that kind of great stuff.
What?
Furthermore, yeah, you do.
Marks are looking perplexed,
The
like,
rays still can penetrate your skin. But you can't relate, babes. You're good. But also, they're very cheeky talking about they should keep children indoors. Is schools not open still?
Indoors in classes, maybe.
What do you mean schools? Ain't it some holiday?
Oh, is it someone?
No, not yet. They finished this week, end of the week.
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
It's
the last
11th
week
of July,
school,
guys. It's next week even. It's not even this week. It's next week.
I ain't got youths, but the all grandchildren, but not grandchildren,
Godchildren.
but in my head, I feel like I lost my train of thought, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah. So yeah.
We talk about the heat.
We're talking
I
about
know, it's about
keeping
the
kids
heat.
inside,
SPF.
schools being open,
SPF.
use SPF
I
inside
feel like we covered it.
and outside.
I feel like we covered it. It's all good.
Yeah.
we covered it. But yeah, with that, guys, let's head into the topic of the day.
Y'all just love fire in this show, innit?
Yo, our two favorite topics on this show is Boris and LGBTQ rights. I'm telling you. So, topic of the day:
It's true, man.
who is
Dead
taking
ass.
It was
Boris's-
monkeypox, but it fell off.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
monkeypox fell
it
off,
was
yeah,
monkeypox.
Yeah, you lot got a kink, don't you? Anyway, talking to our producers. Okay, so guys, who is taking Boris's job? LOL. All right then. The spear of Emman is in the building. Okay, so as I'm sure the world knows.
Oh no, wait.
One
We've
sec.
got a voice note.
Brent's going to play voice.
Oh, you got a voice note. I'm so sorry, child.
Concentrate, please.
No, it's too hot. Sorry, continue.
Mark's efficient and trying to add a
Actually,
garden
love
voice to it.
the platform, everything, but the readings need to be done about Boris and his legacy because, you know, it was scary scenes trying to follow along with the levels of misinformation that was being put out there. Koi is trying to hold her own, but even with that, you could tell Sis was wanting a lifeline in regards to the information. The facts are that Boris Johnson was one of the front men of the Brexit campaign. He wanted Brexit. He wanted us to leave the EU. However, like you guys did mention, he said that Theresa May's deal was not good enough and yet went on to repackage his deal. Brexit is not done. I repeat, Brexit is not done. We have not agreed the backstop with Ireland. The deals with the US and America that were more favourable than what we would have got in the EU haven't been secured yet. We are very much still in an unfinished Brexit. The papers indicating that we'd leave the EU have been signed, but all the things promised in the aftermath have not been followed through on. On top of that, scandal after scandal has ensued Boris's prime ministership, and on top of that, COVID. Koi is right. One of our death rate is the highest, if not one of the highest in Europe. He handled the pandemic worse than any other leader in that he had the information from December, and not only did he not do anything on the information, he didn't attend
told us
the
drink
key
bleach.
meetings to be able to follow the leadership and guidance of the advisors who did actually understand the level and scale of the pandemic. Consistently, Boris gave PPP contracts to his friends and continued to disobey the rules that he set out himself, hence Partygate. Like, there's so many different things that we can say that he didn't do right, and literally, you know, for people to think that he was the best of the bunch is laughable. But yeah, go off, like, love the platform, but that conversation was absolute shambles.
Shambolic.
That was
That's
not
your
facts.
opinion.
That was opinion.
E-man.
Someone on the
That's
other
your
end,
opinion.
someone on the other end of the
Esther,
fence could spit out
She
rhetoric
put
that's going
you
to go
three
against
in
everything
the
that you said.
mud.
No, she didn't.
She
She
just
did
gave her
nothing.
opinions.
She
I
did
didn't
nothing
agree with
of
nothing
the
she
sort.
said.
She did,
But
She gave her
Go on,
opinion.
sis.
She gave her
Go on,
opinion.
sis.
She gave
don't
her
let him rattle you.
opinion.
Tell us what you agreed with.
Everything.
No, be specific.
Everything.
Anyway, she gave her opinion on our opinion, and that, respectfully, sis, that's your opinion.
Yeah, big up
And
you, man.
That's that. I
Our
don't
opinion
really-
ain't changed, man.
I don't
These
get it.
guys are Trump supporters. It's fine. Let's move on.
All right.
Guys, you know she didn't say opinion. She said like some facts.
She gave her opinion.
She definitely put her opinion in.
Yeah,
there.
but
Under the
say
guise
no.
of facts.
Koi,
For people, if you don't
these
like,
guys are delusional.
if you
What?
don't like Boris,
This
yeah,
girl didn't say her opinion. She stated
she gave her
facts.
opinion.
All right, so can you just
Her
tell me which
saying
part
that-
was opinion?
everything. Oh, sorry.
No, so opinion.
She said he handled it as he
All right,
handled it
that's
the
opinion.
worst.
What else was opinion?
What
But
do
she
you mean
said
what
that-
else? You asked me one thing, I told you. Why are you putting me what else?
She-
Don't do that.
she said
Don't do that. You asked me something, I
She
told you. Don't do
qualified
that.
that. She
Another
qualified.
one.
She-
I don't. It doesn't need to.
Is
I'm
there only
qualified.
one?
What?
Is there only one opinion?
I don't know. But
No, there was multiple, but
it doesn't matter.
there was
You
multiple.
see when people
but
do that? That's
as
so
in,
rude. I just said, yeah, she put opinions in there. Man said, give me one. I gave you one. That's it. Argument over.
You said opinions.
you did.
Plural.
No, there was
Plural.
opinions. opinions.
Yeah,
I just
give me
point. I just
another
point
there
out one.
was opinions.
No, there
but
was opinions.
Give me another one.
I don't wish to
But you know,
revisit it.
that opinion she had of that the worst that he dealt with COVID the worst. Yeah, she backed it up by saying we had one of the highest rates in the world. Like that wasn't just like
No, all that stuff's subjective, and like I said, there's somebody
the highest rate in the world. Is
talk to
Subjective.
Do you know what? The goal is not to
Talk
convince
to-
people.
And do you know what?
Talk to a supporter.
That's what.
talk to a supporter of Johnson, and they will give you. They would have.
But
They
you
will
guys
have
said you're
different.
not
They will have
supportive of
different.
Johnson, though,
I'm
like-
not.
So
Yep, and
what,
that's-
you look a lot like.
No, but the thing is, we're not though. No one ever said, because even her saying that, oh, you guys saying he's the best thing. No one's babes. No one said that. That was another opinion. So there's your answer, Brent. That was
There you
another
go, there you
opinion.
go, that's
My
two.
thing is, yeah, if someone like, we don't all have to see things the same way. So I don't
100%.
appreciate. I appreciate the conversations with TD and the interaction, but I don't appreciate people talking to me like they're trying to convince me of something. Mate, I'm not buying onto it.
And my whole
Move
stance,
on,
remember,
I didn't get it.
my whole stance. I'm really nonchalant. My whole stance was he's gone now, so whatever.
Exactly. Like I'm not.
that was
losing sleep
my
over
whole
this.
stance. Mate. I
Well,
wasn't
thank
dying
you
on any
guys
hill.
for
But that was
messaging
opinion.
in. We actually,
Thank you.
We do all appreciate that. Even Esther said she appreciates that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sorry, Koi, just to interrupt. So, I think on Friday, you guys basically, you all said that you all liked him for delivering Brexit.
Nah,
Right?
that wasn't the way
That's
it was. That was
definitely
Oh, no,
something
no,
you
no,
all
no,
said.
there
yeah,
was.
that was
There
it.
was.
That was said.
There was.
That
we
was
never said we
mentioned.
liked him for
that was at the
delivering Brexit.
You know,
We
forefront of
said
your
no.
argument.
What
never
we
said
said
we
He
liked
was
him.
delivered Brexit.
no.
He
What we
did it
said was he
multiple
did
times.
deliver Brexit.
You praised him for
Yeah.
delivering Brexit. He
You said
did
Yes,
not
because
deliver
yeah,
Brexit.
because
But
Cameron
But she just
walked
broke
away
down that
and
it
Theresa
wasn't.
May.
Yeah, but it wasn't delivered.
All right.
Did he sign the deal? Did the deal get
What
signed?
deal?
That's
Did the
what
Brexit
they
deal
say.
get
They're saying
Did
it's
the
not
Brexit
done.
deal get signed, or is the
Papers-
next? Can I finish
papers
speaking?
were
Sorry, can I
signed.
finish speaking?
And then
Did the
said-
Brexit deal get
You're a
signed, or
black
is the
white
next?
supremacist.
Can I finish
She's
speaking?
even said
Are we
it's-
doing this today? Can I finish speaking? Did the Brexit deal get signed, or is the next prime minister gonna have to deal with it?
It got signed.
Okay,
No, no,
that's
next
it.
person's
That's
gonna
it.
have to
deal
They're
with
gonna
it.
have to
No,
deal with it.
all that
The
stuff's
deal
getting
got
pushed
signed.
through.
No,
And
my
so?
next prime minister, it hasn't been
Guys.
done
He's
yet.
not changing anything though.
I didn't
It's going to
say
be the
that-
same
I didn't
thing.
say the content's been delivered. I said did the deal
He's
itself
babysitting.
been signed?
The next PM, yeah, is not going to change anything. It's going to push through. That's
But
what
you
so
know, Theresa
it's just
May
red
also
tape.
signed
It was
some
just
shit as
going
well.
through.
It doesn't mean it's done.
She didn't. He just like he said. He said it was no good. Then he repackaged it. That's true. What he done. What she said. He crushed her deal, chatted bare shit about it, and then just repackaged it and kind of done the same thing. That's true. Whatever he done now is put in place now is going through all the red tapes, whatever, is going through the motions. Whoever comes on board is just gonna see it through, guide it. They're not changing anything. They're not doing anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same thing.
Exactly.
So he done it then.
Y'all said he delivered the Brexit.
What we did- cool, so
It
what's
hasn't
that?
been delivered.
Okay, cool. So what's that? Misinformation? That's not our fault. The
Oh,
public
go,
tell
go,
us
go.
that. I mean, the
I just want you
the
to-
media's tell us that it's done all the time. So that's not even our fault.
Mars, we didn't even
I-
say that,
yeah, I
by the
just
way.
want-
No,
but-
no.
We didn't say we like him because he
maybe
delivered
not you,
Brexit. We was
But
giving
He-Man and Margs were.
no.
drumming
We
that
was
shit.
No, no one
You
said
lot-
he
you-
delivered.
You know what? It's so
Ah.
cool. You can watch
Esther.
it back. All
Yeah,
this
you
stuff
can.
is
You
Side by
dare.
side.
Esther.
Brent,
You can watch it back.
Brent, do a
You're
side by
lying,
side.
though.
And you can-
Yeah, do a side by side.
I know
You
how
can-
to
you can
use
see-
clips.
you can see the
What you're doing,
you can
I
see-
know how to use clips.
You can see the context that
Can I
it's
just
used in
say
when you watch
though-
it back.
That is
Don't
This
worry,
is-
don't worry.
My
Can I just say,
Leave
this
it
is not
to
the
me.
hill
Leave it
anyone
to
I'm
me.
trying to die on.
Leave
My
it to
thing
me.
is, of all the strength that these two wonderful black people have,
Yeah.
to apply it to this
Yeah,
topic
it's-
is
it's
crazy
wayward,
to me.
it's wayward,
And it
wayward.
proper is so revealing of how you guys would rather die than be wrong. Like you would actually.
No,
He
no,
wasn't
no,
wrong.
no.
We
It's
didn't
not,
say
it's
anything.
not about being. It's the
Leave it
fact
to
that
me.
this is a conversation that's based on
Brent,
opinion.
please, just
So
do your
I don't
magic.
like
Yeah,
when
I will.
people express their opinion, and it's like you're trying to make people change their opinion. Like,
And
Bro,
also as
But,
well,
but do you know
when
when
you
have an
clip up,
opinion,
when you do them
when
clips,
you have
yeah.
an opinion, is there anything that can be said to make you
depending on the
change it?
conversation, but I think in the way that it's delivered, it's like you're wrong. No, I can't be wrong when it's an opinion-based
That
conversation.
wasn't really
Aye,
an
wait there.
opinion-based
Brent,
voice
Nah,
note.
you're
Sorry, one second,
I'm
can I just say
talking
one
about
thing?
even you guys.
I just
You
want
guys'
to
stance
say
on
one
Friday
thing, yeah.
was
When
very you're
you
wrong.
do whatever you want to do,
But,
yeah, and you clip it
okay.
up, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Don't be an idiot.
definitely think you're wrong because our opinions were
Don't
opposing.
don't wait and get to the don't wait and get to the point of the conversation where it's combative and we're going back and forth. Yeah, show what the sentiment of the conversation was. Show how it started and what was said initially. Show
Right.
opening
No,
I
statements.
thought it was just a statement that you said you all didn't say that I was going to.
Yeah.
No, it's not that because there's a
Okay.
point. Yeah, we was having a debate, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, and it got to a point into
Yeah.
the conversation, yeah, where we're going back and forth and it's pushback and all that. So that's when things are being contentious. I'm saying you can't use that.
Mark, the clip is only 1 minute. He has no
It's
time
not.
for
I'm
this.
saying from
If I give some context,
from its inception.
He's supposed to know.
Show the
He's supposed to
statements
know
that was
the clips.
made. Show the statements that was made from its
I hear you, I
inception.
hear you. If I give some context, would you put it on your page?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This show.
Go on.
Alright, cool. So the actual topic of today is who is taking Boris's job?
Emman.
We were asked to read.
Emman.
We were asked to read some stuff. So as we know, Boris has obviously resigned last week. So the question is, who will be next? And we all kind of like some of us put some names like I think last week. I thought, what's that? Pretty. I thought Pretty might be good, but apparently she ain't really even in the running. She's playing a different game.
She's trying to get the immigrants out.
Yeah,
first.
she's focused.
She's got bigger fish to fry.
So the bookies have drawn up a list of names. I've ranked them according to who they favored to take the job, which I didn't even know that was a thing. But okay, at the moment, Rishi Sunak is in the lead with 38%. Penny Mordaunt has 25%. Liz Truss has 17%, and Jeremy Hunt and Tom Tegelhart has 8%. So yes, did you guys watch the promotional video for Rishi and Penny?
Yeah. Do you know what I need to understand it? Rishi was very quick, and like I think we kind of mentioned this, how he was going to make a play for Prime Minister, but he was very quick to do the expected child of an immigrant. He even started with his grandmother, not even his mom this time. Worked his way down to him. But my thing is always that, like, I think I saw someone tweet this. Yeah, someone tweeted this, how a lot of immigrant candidates want to play the immigrant stuff when they want to be Prime Minister.
Yeah.
But when you're supporting laws that push immigration people out, they're not going to have the same story that you tend to bank on to push you to the forefront.
It's house nigger syndrome. Like, they think that they are the worthy ones. They think they've used opportunity well, and they really, what they think of the immigration policies as doing is keeping the bad immigrants out, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And they define what bad immigrant is, whether it's from Africa, whether it's people with a criminal history, whether it's men, maybe they'll be happy to take women in, but they won't take men. So he thinks, I've used this opportunity to the best. My grandma learned, my mom is a pharmacist, my dad is a GP. We are viable civilians here. We added to the community, but we don't want those other people. That's the kind of attitude they have.
That's wild.
And yeah, it's very, very wild. But you know what? I was surprised. I thought it wouldn't even be popular, but I think because after white Brits, Asian Brits are the biggest population in this country. This, by the way, is not, I have not checked this thoroughly, but so I feel like he might actually have a basis. So, and he's gonna have a lot of money behind him because I think his wife is rich and stuff like that. So.
Do you see that video of him talking about he ain't got middle class friends and all that?
Yes.
Yeah. No, he's saying, I know everybody.
well,
like upper class, middle class, working class. And he went,
not working class.
Yeah.
So crazy. What's also crazy for me though is how they always play with the black. Do you know? Okay, I don't know if this is gonna make sense in my head, but it makes sense in my head. I don't know if it's gonna make sense in my words. But in both videos that I watched, so that was Rishi and Penny. At some point they play on the diversity thing, and it's like with black people, right?
Yeah.
But if the country is meant to be so diverse and so inclusive, why does that always have to be a thing every time?
What, when a black person?
No, like they show like pictures of them shaking the hands of a black person, and in that clip of the video, it will say something about like diverse. It will have that something to do with like inclusivity or diverse, right? Or for all people, and then they'll show like a black hand shaking a white hand, right?
Yeah.
Or shaking the candidate's hand. But I'm like, if the world is so like, if Britain is meant to be so inclusive and stuff, why do you feel like you need to keep highlighting this? Because clearly it's not as inclusive as you think.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not as inclusive.
Because even with Rishi's one, he's showing how obviously he worked through COVID and he did, he kept the country abreast and blah, 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 because apparently he did a great job. And you can see him doing like the COVID handshake. But when it comes to the black guy, he's actually shaking his hand. But that's just, again, that's playing on the whole thing of we're one and the same. But if we really are, then why do you need to highlight it every time?
Because we're really not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
but I'm like, don't you guys see the irony in that? Like, don't they see the...
They can't pretend to be something they're not. They can't
What
pretend
colour's
to
the other
be
candidate?
diverse. Huh?
She's white.
There's a black, I saw a black, someone called Kemi. I saw
I was going to put my word on road, but
so far
she's
there are
going to...
11 candidates, by the way.
Okay.
And
So
Pretty
these are
Patel
just-
is taking over in her hat into the ring. Next 2 days, you'll probably find out about it.
Who,
So far
Kemi?
it's 11. Pretty. But yes, Kemi's black.
Oh, okay.
And you're right.
Yeah, I was going to talk about Kemi in word on road,
Asian
but...
or Asian British, they're the second.
Yeah, because when there was like
In
the
regards
war,
to
wherever they
population.
utilized India a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and so like,
6.9%. And then the blacks, 3%.
yeah.
Interesting, that.
Well, I mean,
White
Yeah,
is 87.1%. They are really... Yeah,
87.
yeah 0.1.
and that is why
Get outside.
the winner of Love Island will be, but anyway, we'll get into that section.
Yeah,
Ekin
I
Su.
think I don't know, man, because I can't trust these people of color as well. So
I didn't want to
I
get into
don't-
that bag, but I agree.
I think it's gonna be one of them situations where like you think it's something you can kind of half connect to because and then he comes and he's worse than the white man.
But I personally
You're
feel
like,
like,
Yeah.
what the hell is
I-
wrong with you?
like we all are
I can
tired.
just see it. I can't trust them. So it's better the devil, let the white.
I'd rather
girl
go with
win.
the white that I can expect
I just
things
let
from
the
them.
white girl win.
Do you know
man.
what? Do you know what's disgusting? I think
You're
I agree with
ridiculous.
you, and I don't even want to. I think I agree with you. Like the moment I see a black candidate, I just immediately think what characteristics do you have to even be in this race in terms of like how like have you ever worked in a job yet? Have you ever worked in a job yet? And you see someone black's joined and you give them the look just to see if they are
They
one
give
of
you the
you.
nod.
Yeah, the nod, like just to see
Yeah.
if they're one of you. Like that, I feel like if I did that with the black MPs, I don't know how many of them would nod back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so not saying that they have to be a particular kind of black, but a lot of them kind of utilize us just like Rishi is
Yeah.
to like get to a certain place, or people pick them thinking, yeah, they'll have the black vote.
Yeah.
But not many people do stuff for us because it actually doesn't make that much, not speaking about Emman, but that much sense to prioritize us or think about
You
us.
saying that the black candidates are like Uncle Tom's?
I think it's hard for them to do good because we're such a small consideration, and I think they're often picked. Yeah, if that makes them Uncle Tom, then come. I think there are some people that really care, but the moment that comes out, they won't get anywhere. Do you know
I feel like they're always just the face of it. I feel like they're just the face. I feel like the party is like, you go for it to try to show some kind of diversity, but they have no powers.
It
Must
doesn't
be so
matter what
hard.
colour they are. I told you that we can't relate and we can't connect to them because they the majority, for the most part, didn't have the same experiences. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they're like middle class or upper class people.
Yeah.
They're not really.
Yeah, I think that classist thing, you know, I was very, very much on the side of, it's racism, but I do think a lot of it is classism in this country as well. Like, they find, like, middle class people and, and whatever's above that find it really hard to relate to the daily struggles of, like...
Because I think people would, like, relate to people, like, that they connect with on a base level, you know what I'm trying to say? So someone that was a community leader that was in the streets, in the estates and grew up there their whole life, that's the kind of representation we want. But then someone like that can't make it there because you need everything else.
What, like, do you mean, like...
Just the
degrees and
education
stuff?
and the degrees and all
Do you
this kind of
think?
thing. Well, I don't know a lot of MPs that are like that, if that makes sense. Obviously, you can come from that, but you all have to make the transition and do whatever you have to do to get there. I can't think of any MPs that are still...
How do you become an MP?
I'm not sure.
Brent, do you happen to know? Google it.
I think you have to first of all become a member, and when it is that they are looking to change the stewardship of the county or the town or whatever it is that the MP represents, you put your name forward, and then from there I guess you fight it with the rest of the people, candidates who put their name forward. But you definitely have to be a member of that party.
But you don't have to have a degree then.
No.
Oh.
No, you don't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I mean, everybody that's made it to that level, like people...
there was a certain type.
Yeah, because I mean, are you gonna... I don't know. Would we? If someone just came up, this is what I'm saying, just a typical person from the state, an average person, there might be a good speaker, good leader from the community, but this is a normal person, joined the party, wherever got there. What's it gonna take for you to put your faith into them and give
I
them?
think
the
just
vote
knowing
and-
about them. Like in my head, if like, let's say, there's back in the days when I was younger, there was definitely people in the neighborhood that were like the aunties and uncles of the neighborhood, right? We had Maggie. She was actually a white woman, but anyway. And then we had like my mum as well. She does a bit. But if she went door to door and was like, yeah, everyone, I really care about this community. I'm not really happy with them like closing off the roads or shutting down the community, whatever.
Yeah.
I think because she's a recognizable face, any of these women, I think people would have been like, oh, like, yeah, let's support Maggie. I feel like they would have.
Initially, but then when things are going wrong and then they start picking holes in her thing, and then there's a viable candidate who's got the experience and like when everything's when things going right, it's all cool. When everything starts going wrong, then you're inexperienced and you don't know what you're doing, and you get me. It sounds nice, but
do you think that there's not enough people in the community willing to be uncomfortable?
Yeah, there's not enough people in the community willing to even try and be like, what's it called, MPs? Yeah, basically, I think that there's not even people that's even willing to do things to try and implement change, because obviously, even though like it's like fighting a losing battle and it's a real uphill struggle, a lot of the people that do go into that field, do feel like they want to implement some kind of change in their borough or in their county or in the city. Like they're really serious about this change, what they want to make, and then they go with the proper channels and go and do it, innit? And then obviously once they get there, they realise they have no influence and they can't do anything. But still though, there's not enough people that actually want to change anything. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
Especially that from our community and our demographic, because I can't think of like anyone in that space, like a young activist kind of person, whatever.
The social housing dude.
But that Quasi, he's just housing, though,
It's
innit?
Quajo, yeah.
The remixes you guys are giving.
Sorry,
No, I wanted to get it right. That's what I was.
Yeah, but that's just like, I mean, Yeah,
If
it's
he-
a similar kind of
if he
field, isn't
tried-
it?
If he was like, I want to become MP in one of the places where he's done a lot of work, I reckon with his social media following, the
Not when you meet people like me. I'm like, brother, you went around a couple of yards and went viral. Now you want to talk about, you can't just lead. Allow me, rude boy, man. Go and help the people then with their yard and stay in your lane. What are you talking about? You get one, two little followers and thing, make two little noise, BBC throw you up. Now you want to talk about MP and change. You can't do nothing, rude boy.
I feel like
No, I'm saying that would be my mindset.
oh, that would be.
I'm telling you, I just gave you a peek behind the curtain. You're telling me that would be cool.
I don't think that would be everyone's mindset. I think
If
a lot of
I think
people-
it, other people think it.
Yeah, but if I think something else, then other people think the same as well. Like, do you know what I mean? So I think he's gonna have some votes. Like, I think people just want to know you're about what you say you're about, and he's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
he has a CV of being about what he says he's about. But
I
okay,
think one of
guys,
the
Yeah,
things
actually,
where-
no, he's a good example though.
yeah, like
Yeah, but I think what I would think, obviously I would still vote for him anyway, just because,
he's recognizable. Yeah, yeah.
but I just think I just think you may have more impact not being an MP than you do, because once you start getting tied to a party,
Yeah.
it's not just about what you want to do. If everyone was doing what they wanted to do and everyone's ideas were so greatly pushed, country would be in
Yeah.
disarray.
Oh, who do you guys think is gonna win, Yusuf?
Oof. This is a pickle. This is a dilemma. You know what?
You're so annoying.
You know what? Okay, cool. Let's look at the names subjectively. Rishi, probably.
Because of what?
Maybe like, Jeremy Hunt's got a chance. Tom. But let's not forget about Penny though. Penny's got a shot still. Yeah. Esther, what you say?
Don't pass anything over to me. It's all you, King.
Not him saying every name.
Oh, you, King.
As they have a chance.
I actually feel like Rishi might win,
Rishi's probably
Rishi's the only person that I know of.
How
his
can
list.
Rishi win?
because he's the favourite and the lead and the gap,
Yeah.
the percentage was huge.
I think they're going to play on the
That's-
race
Wait,
thing.
wait,
You say nah.
So, whatever you just said, it's just out of 2, right?
No, there was
Was it 3?
the candidates there was about 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's
we
4
just
then.
read
4?
off.
Well, they're 11 now, right?
Oh, there's 11
Oh,
now.
They're 11. I
11.
remember the party have to now, like, put up some type of threshold that they have to reach, and then they need to vote for who's going forward.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The people have no say in this.
I never said the people.
But it's important.
Oh, so was that vote from public? Was that public thing
What?
with the percentages of who was in thing?
I'm
Like that?
assuming.
Oh, okay
so.
then.
I'm
Fair
assuming
enough.
so. It can't be the
I didn't know where the information came from. I
the
didn't know.
party.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
Is he-
So if you just picture, can Rishi Sunak actually represent Great Britain? Do you think Great Britain will allow that? Do you
Would
think
that be
it'll
the
be right?
first non-white PM?
I could
Listen,
see it.
I said
I
the
could see it
other, I
quicker
said
than a
the
black
other
man. I
day,
could see
the
it.
Oracle spoke. I
I could
said
see
this.
it.
You
What?
can.
I said I can see.
I can see an Asian.
I
You
said
can see an Asian.
I can see an Asian.
I can see Rishi winning.
I don't say no about
You guys are
Rishi.
just talking about London, right?
I know.
Nah.
I know the percentage.
Nah, because what Pretty and Rishi are allowing people to see is that colored people can also be.
Remember
front
what you just said.
And I
Remember
think that's
remember what you
when
just
the
said to me a
whites.
couple of seconds ago. You're saying it's not even. You're saying the party's gonna put
Yes.
who goes to the front,
Yes.
isn't it? So you don't worry about the public then. You're talking about
No,
East
they
London
have
and
to
all that.
because what
gotta
they
be
don't even
conservative.
know is they're testing the waters when they're putting out these things in the Sun, the Daily Mail. Have you seen the commentary?
Nah.
All right, that's what.
But that's what I said. That's what I alluded to the other day.
no, 100%. But that is a factor.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
There's
does it?
87% white people in this country.
I know, but does
Yeah.
it make a difference? Okay, there's 87% white people. Not all of them are racist,
100%.
right? Yeah. Not saying that.
100%.
You're saying they are.
No, I'm not.
They-
You're
yeah.
saying 100%
yeah.
they're not, yeah.
So we got to think about like the different kind of whites, right? So in my head, I feel like what Pretty has done, she's rebranded like colored people for white people, as in
She's not a PM.
Huh?
She's not a PM.
Mm.
She's just doing a madness.
okay, no, but listen to what I'm saying. If she's okay, so if you're a white person, right, and I don't want none of them colored folk, I don't want none of them. Then you find out that one of the colored folks has the same vim as you, they become your favorite colored folk. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like both of them have shown a distaste for
For their
all the
own.
things you would assume that they would be for. So I think white people can, like those kind of whites, can feel safe with them. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially, bear in mind, we've had 3 white PMs back to back. All of them have fallen short to varying degrees. Sometimes you just need a visual shift.
And Rishi looks like an evil white man.
Yes, no, big words. He looks like a villain in the
He looks like an evil white
narrative.
man.
Is
Yes.
she Muslim?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
He might be
Let's
Hindu.
find out.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal. That's a deal breaker. Yeah.
But is he a practicing Muslim?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I don't think. I don't think it matters. That's a deal breaker.
He can't go mosque, can he?
I think it's Hindu. I'll check though.
That is a deal. Yeah, there's no chance.
I just want to say these are the kind of conversations that the BBC will never be able to have. Just saying. Talking about what people really want to hear.
He's Hindu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
see?
Hindu.
No
Oh,
chance
then he's
in
got a
hell
blind.
he
the
was
Oracle
Muslim.
again.
No, so that was
think
Google.
that white
I didn't-
people
I didn't check
see
it.
The difference?
No, but if the fact that it's not the word Muslim would make some white people feel comfortable.
Yes.
Hindu, I feel like, doesn't have the PR that Muslim has, even though obviously.
It gives peace.
Oh, Hindu's calm. No one got no qualms with Hinduism.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have qualms with
We're not trying to say about Islam,
That's what I'm
huh?
saying.
What trying to say about Islam, huh?
People have qualms with Islam.
What qualms you got, nigga?
Not me.
You said people.
Said no.
We ain't
Okay,
people.
man.
He said,
You
I'm not,
get us
what did he say?
kids.
I'm not one of the humans. What did he say a little while ago?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we're good. But
That's funny.
all right then, guys. Well, anyway, we've told you, the Oracle has spoken. We've told you what we think. Comment below. Let us know what you think. Let's jump into the next headlines. All right, guys, forget striking. They may quit altogether. Boris Johnson's decision to step down as Prime Minister has, as well as some of the changes to his cabinet, have left public sector workers increasingly fearful that long overdue pay rises will be pushed back to autumn. Union leaders have warned newly appointed cabinet ministers that many teachers and nurses will quit their professions in the coming weeks if the public sector pay deals are further delayed by chaos at the top of the government. Prior to last week, unions were already warning of possible strike action if their demands were not met. Teachers, NHS workers, and others in the public sector have been demanding increases of at least the rate of inflation, currently 9.1%, while ministers have been insisting that pay restraints were necessary because the Treasury needs to limit spending and curb inflation. Sarah Gorton, the head of health for the country's biggest union, Unison, said the government's leadership vacuum is no excuse for further delay on putting NHS pay right. The government is already months behind its own timetable. Surging costs are having a terrible effect on staff. Helping them should be top of the priority list for the new Secretary of State, not an afterthought. But yes. All right, guys. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, they should do it, man.
I think they should give them money as well. But, you know.
I think they should just walk out. I hate when people make threats, man. Hate empty threats as well. Because I just feel like...
Yeah, when you were quick to agree, I was thinking, just wait on it. Let him get there.
I feel like you love chaos.
Huh?
I feel like I've just clocked.
What?
You just love chaos.
I think
I
he
just
just
don't-
doesn't like ultimatums.
I hate ultimatums. Just give me
I think you
ultimatum.
like chaos.
You guess
But-
what? I'm going to pick the worst one. If you give me ultimatum, I'm going to pick the one that you don't want me to pick.
So if I'm the love of your life and I say you need to do A or do B, you're just gonna pick whatever one fucks the shit up the most.
Yeah, the audacity of you to give me an ultimatum. The one that messes everything up and breaks it, I'm going to pick that one.
And
There you
just so when you gave the girl an ultimatum to come and see you in COVID, that wasn't.
Oh, it's different. It's my world highway.
Stop. Okay, so Sri Lankan
Right, this guy's a
protesters are
parent.
different, right? Maybe take note, people. Maybe this method of protesting is a lot more effective. Determined to see the country's top leader step down amid an unprecedented economic crisis, thousands of people stormed the president's residence on Saturday and later set fire to the prime minister's house, forcing the two leaders into hiding. Protesters in Sri Lanka's capital, Colombo, never would have seen that as a capital, continue to occupy the offices of the president and prime minister, vowing they will stay put until both officially resign. The prime minister, Renu Wickremesinghe, said, not me, I started singing, said he will leave office once a new government is in place, while the speaker of the parliament said the president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, would step down on Wednesday. But protesters are not satisfied. They are refusing to move until the two leaders have officially left their post. Images of people swimming in the president's pool and running on the treadmill in his private gym have gone viral across the world, marking a dramatic end to his 2-decade-long hold on Sri Lankan politics. 2 decades. This is not a democracy. Protesters said, "I am here because we have to explore what kind of things they have done with our tax money. Politicians should understand the power of the people." Word.
See?
Do you know, I think the
Told
guys are
you.
legends, right? I saw different pictures and videos and whatever. And the person I could relate to the most was the person who broke in and went to have a nap on
I
the
knew
king
it.
size bed. I said, now that's the person after my own heart. That is me through and through. I loved it.
I think this is a great way to deal with fuckery.
I love it. Did you see the picture as well of them in the house in the living room chilling? and watching the protest on TV.
On
I
TV.
said, nah.
That should be on a t-shirt.
Legends.
For me
Absolute
personally,
legends.
I feel like you lot said this when there was the Greenpeace people. You know, like, why are you fucking with us? Go and fuck with the politicians and the prime
Yeah.
minister. And I feel like if you did that, they would think twice before doing some of the dumb shit they do.
Yeah, because when insulating Britain people,
Yeah.
when they were blocking motor, I was thinking, Boris ain't using this motorway.
Facts.
Go and block the routes along number 10. And when they can't go to meeting, they can't do anything, and you can't catch that plane to go to the World Summit,
Yeah.
then they'll feel it.
You're bothering the wrong
But
people.
exactly.
I think this is a really effective way. I just think in this country, you will be beaten.
Boy.
I think you'll be beaten with a baton. And it's a lot. I just don't think we like inconvenience.
No, we don't.
So, but yes, guys, with all of that, why does it scroll back to the top? It's time for Word on Road.
And you know how
No,
we
guess it's not.
in Britain here it's like 9% inflation.
Yeah.
Over there it's like 55.
Is it?
That's
Yeah,
wild.
so-
Like, the cost of living is ridiculous. That's why you see them reacting the way that they're reacting.
So you think that they had to hit a boiling point?
100%.
Well,
Yeah,
you didn't hit
yeah.
the boiling point at 30. It had to be 55.
I feel like for everyone, because some people are more conservative. Some people would never in their life envision doing something like this.
Yeah.
But now when they're paying £5,000 for bread, they're like, no, fuck
That's
it.
wild, man.
What am I preserving? What am I trying to maintain? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this country has it in them, you know. They will do a riot, you know.
They got.
I don't think so.
It always surprises me how the few can control the many, and in so many circumstances it happens all the time. And it's like people just don't understand that if you just didn't listen to them,
But
they
you know what?
couldn't do anything.
Do you-
It's crazy to me that concept is not grasped by the majority of people.
I love that you say that, because I think what it is that a lot, like when you really think about what the education system is, it is to teach us how to behave to like a large degree. Like, so yes, everything you're saying is right, but then when you are in school for 15 years and there's negative reinforcement. So anytime you do anything that's original or different or not listening or not on time, it does make you I think it knocks it out of people. I think Tupac said it, like, people are more, when they're energetic, that's when you should fear them when they're younger. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like they go out their way to make us super well behaved.
Just look at this, yeah, and obviously it's Sri Lanka, it's different levels, there's bare things, yeah, but like literally, like they could do this. Could you imagine? Boris is doing all this rubbish that he's doing. Could you imagine they stormed number 10 and he had to run away and he was in hiding. He just left, and everybody said, "Look, until this nigga resigns, we're not thinking."
They did at the White House. Can you imagine?
They can make whatever threats.
Capital, I
They
think.
can make whatever threats they want. You see, if the people are involved in actually doing this, what the hell are they gonna do?
Do you know when I realized that we
Exactly.
had like
You lose a few good men. People will get arrested and stuff. Whatever, like cool. But for the most
for
part,
the greater good.
yeah, no. But for the most part, what the hell are they gonna do?
But I think there's not enough people that are willing to be that few good men that will get lost. Do you know what I mean? The ones that will get caught or put in prison and everyone else kind of benefits from their sacrifice. I don't think there's enough people that want to be that. Do you know? Because it's not the funnest role in the party. Do you know what I mean? But
That's true.
so I think that's the issue. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
I feel like the British here, like I can't see them doing anything like this, but if they were to, it would be for something that you would think they wouldn't. I don't know, like
Yeah, like
fish and
statues.
chips being cancelled or something.
No, like
Something like
literally.
that.
Or
When have I
pubs
seen this
closing
country?
Yeah.
When I've
When
pubs-
that would be too far.
The price of the pint
Mark
has gone
Duggan
up a
died,
lot.
yeah.
Of the what? The pub?
yeah, the price of the pint
Oh, pint. No.
has gone
No.
up and they've lost it.
When Mark Duggan died, yeah,
Yeah.
the city went
Yeah, it
crazy. And for me, that was wild. And it was like,
Even the whites.
yeah, everybody,
Everybody.
everybody went mad.
Londoners, I
And
think.
it's like they was all like
Actually, not just
considering
London,
like
Birmingham,
martial
Manchester.
law and all these
Yeah.
things. Like it was seriously
Getting
getting
hot.
out of hand. And I remember that night when it stopped. Yeah, I actually properly remember thinking, if this happens again tonight, yeah, I think it might be like it might be over. Like as we know it, like literally.
As in they will shoot.
I don't know. It would just be anarchy because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no way they can. There's no way this can
police were
continue.
tired.
Yeah.
You see, like when
Yeah.
they proper clamped down, called all the police in and shut it down. Yeah, that was like a
The
last
last resort.
grasp effort. Like they
Yeah.
had to. If it continued again for another night, we'd probably still be in disarray now. You get me? But that was wild. And even then, like for the most part, no one didn't want to follow it through because, like you say, no one don't want to be that person. A lot
yeah.
of people was caught up in hype and no one don't want to But that was like that was teetering there. That was showing you like people power. Like they never really had much
No,
much moves
the police
for
were
us. Like,
outnumbered entirely. The police were crying because they weren't able to sleep. Like the police had never forced. No, we outnumber the police. The general public outnumber the police, but bare of us behave, right? So they don't really have to deal with us. What happened with this is that the police were doing back-to-back shifts. Like there was no sleeping. It was like NHS and COVID. That's what they were going through. So that's when I was thinking, wow, like they don't have a way to deal with this. They were talking about bringing in the army and stuff like that. And if they bring in the army, I don't know what that means. Does that mean shooting is permitted? I don't know, because we don't really be shooting.
Well, I guess it would be martial law, and then the law of the land's changed, and you give the power to the army, and then
and they can do whatever they want to do now.
Curfews and all of it. It gets all of it.
So was that?
But that's scary. That country's in disarray. If that happens in this England here, it's like you've lost control. Like that's ridiculous.
But
you get me?
They would
put army on the streets to control the little black kids. Oh God.
But don't you think the black kids would be the ones to die though, like, or be hurt? Like we wouldn't be able to come. I don't think we'll be able to overcome the army. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how much control do we have? I even think it's mad that they let us play for that long. That they let us react, because buses were set on fire.
They couldn't do nothing. Like
every shop on my road, except from Bagel King, was robbed. It was crazy.
They couldn't do anything. Like, and this was like they couldn't. For them first few nights, they didn't even know. They got punched in the face. They didn't have a Scooby what to do. The resources was stretched thin. They couldn't do anything.
What about the BLM protest? Did you see what happened with the horse and all of that?
What happened?
So the BLM protest, obviously, everybody was against it. They were like, this doesn't make sense. But I think another protest happened slightly later and everybody was fine for that. So you already know there's a bit of racism. But everyone went to Hyde Park and then walked all the way through West and all of that. Then police came with horses, and I don't know why, but I think somebody got knocked off. One of the police officers got knocked off their horse.
Yeah, when the horse just went running.
Yeah, and then it just went running, whatever. But in that moment as well, because there was news coverage which was making it look like BLM was this really bad gathering, like because it was peaceful at the beginning, definitely peaceful at the beginning. But that's another moment where I just thought everybody was told to stay at home. And they all came out in masses. And then there was, remember when they were talking about the statues? Remember like lots of like white Middle Englanders came down ready for beef. And then I think guys from Ends were like, we'll see you out here as well. But I don't think anything.
That was...
that did happen. No, my brothers was there.
What's
that? As in, it actually happened. It was actually a fight.
Yeah, there was fighting going off, yeah.
Tommy Robinson?
Yeah.
Yes. What is he? What is his contribution to society?
Well, no, my brother was putting in work that day. That was so cold. He was baddied up. I've seen him there. He's fighting the white man. He got away, ran away.
I saw you.
Where?
Vauxhall, on the way there. Remember?
Come with boots on the ground, man.
Were you out
what I'm
as
saying?
well?
I saw him.
BLM, man.
Wait, why were you guys out?
For the protest.
What? Boots on the ground, bro.
What were you protesting?
George Floyd. Injustice
bro.
against black people. Like, stop making sense.
Because we did that. So we did the BLM one, and this one felt like it was on a different day. It was separate. The Tommy one.
This wasn't the Tommy Robinson one. That Tommy Robinson one was a few days after.
Okay.
Or maybe either a few days or a few weeks. After
I didn't see fighting at the BLM thing. That's why I'm like,
no, it was peaceful that day. It was totally peaceful.
So what day was the day when you two linked up?
On the peaceful day.
I'm not sure what specific day it was, but it was
peaceful.
Yeah.
It's definitely peaceful. Yeah.
Yes, have you ever been to a protest or like what's your stance?
Nah, I'm not that girl.
Okay.
Respectfully, I think everyone has different
City
roles to play. Material girl. I think everyone has different roles to play in these justice fights, and mine
what's your role?
is not on the streets. I donate. I will give money.
Petitions.
I will do petitions.
Mm-hmm.
I will raise social media awareness with my 200 followers.
And you're doing a great job.
I will do everything or be out in the streets. It's just not where I'm meant to be.
It was at some points it was getting on top. Like police do this thing when there's a gathering where they slowly surround you, and like before you know it, like you're kind of cordoned off and stuff like that. So it's a bit, but it is what it is.
It's techie though, man. They didn't want to do that, not that BLM thing, because obviously it was peaceful. Like I said, all those kind of emotions and stuff like that. They don't. There was a lot of young black kids. Like
there was a lot of white people there as well.
Yeah, but there was a lot of man them out there that wasn't that. I'm not saying we never came with that energy, yeah. But if it's that, it was.
Yeah, if it's on top, it's on top.
Yeah, if it was that, it was that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It was calm. So they weren't gonna do that.
Do you guys ever go into a fight with when you think there's a possibility you won't win?
Definitely.
No. Walk into a fight that I know I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, but what if it has to happen? Disrespect, bro.
No, I don't necessarily walk into it. A lot of I'm not walking into it. If it happens, it happens. So I'm a man. I'm not big on the whole talking thing and the whole scene before then. So if we get into it, we get into it. Because once we get into it, then there's nothing you can do.
That's what's important.
No, it's not, because walking into a situation.
I don't know. I'm looking at them differently.
Like walking into a situation and antagonizing a situation that you're not confident about is different.
No, I'm not talking about being the antagonizer. I mean, just say.
I feel like that's walking into a situation.
Okay.
Like if there's somebody that I thought, or not even thought, that I knew could pummel me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk into that situation and antagonize that situation. If we happen to get into a altercation and it just happens, then that is what it is.
Okay.
Have you ever had a fight, but you really didn't want to have the fight, but it just was, you just had to have the fight?
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm too strong-willed. Why would I be fighting if I didn't want to?
Pressure, innit? It's like, okay.
Pressure, or the person was just mad disrespectful, like it's just on top. But
Then
you don't
that will
really
make you want to. You know what I'm trying to say? If
Yeah,
there was
I
that
get you.
disrespectful, I think that would make you want
want
to.
to. Okay.
I don't do nothing I don't want to do.
Well, we know. We know.
I hope I never see you guys get in a fight.
Yeah, it would be horrendous.
No, but
I'm
if
too
you
old to be fighting. So.
if you lose,
You won't be
my
seeing-
worst fear.
Is the TDA man losing a fight?
That's one of
No,
my worst
not
fears.
even. It's witnessing a man, whatever he might be, a friend, family, whatever it is,
That you care about.
in a fight and he
He's
loses.
getting his ass whooped.
Oh
but
my
don't you-
god.
don't
Yeah, but
Don't you think about
anyone
the-
can lose a fight, you know?
Yeah, like, don't you think
I don't
about
think there's
the-
no...
That's fine, but I don't want to see it.
anyone can lose a fight.
Esther's gonna close her eyes.
This
is going sideways.
I don't want to see it.
And the issue now is,
it
obviously, you
done?
got cameras. Like, back in the day, you
Yeah.
lost a fight. No one knew you lost a fight. Now,
To be
the whole...
fair,
Yeah,
all
can you
this back
imagine
in
it
the
goes
day-
viral?
All this back
I
in the day,
couldn't
there wasn't a
imagine.
camera. There was cameras. I remember like it's being in secondary school and like they were stripping kids. Like
They were
stripping
pixelated,
boys.
but you couldn't even
but
see
cameras are
that.
shit.
Couldn't even see that
Yeah,
shit.
Like two Sims fighting.
Shit,
Nah,
shit. Not two Sims
Now
fighting.
we have red cameras on our phones. The other ones, HD.
Whew, 4K.
4K, all
Literally
of that,
caught
yeah.
you in 4K. I don't want to
Oh
ever
my
see that.
gosh. Is there
Imagine
an embarrassing video of you guys out there?
Sorry, what?
Is there any embarrassing videos of you guys out there?
Of me fighting. Marv has a video of me from uni that when I punched a you. But it was on, you know the Nokia that's like a diamond.
Why does he still have it?
He's kept it all these years.
He just showed it to you.
He Marvin.
occasionally.
And this brings it up from time to time.
What an enemy.
That's actually Marvin's
That's
like
giving
brand.
Marvin's
Yeah.
MO still. All right,
Could you imagine
guys.
being on a date? Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's
Sorry,
Burna
yeah.
Road. What, didn't we introduce this like 4 or 5
Yeah,
years ago?
I forgot about it. But one time, no, when PK was on Free Shots, yeah,
Yeah.
he was talking about he was on a date.
And he
Oh
got
my
punched and
God,
that was
that
the
story-
funniest thing
Yeah,
ever.
what?
That story
And he
is
said that the
hilarious.
girl's
He was on a
timing.
date, yeah, because basically he got in a fight with a guy on a date.
There's two guys.
But yeah, two guys. But then the girl went to toilet, yeah, and watched on toilet when he had the fight. But it was so convenient how she happened to come out of the
came back
toilet
and
when the
finished.
fight was done.
She was hiding the whole time, basically.
He said the guy, and the fact that because he described the fight where he lost.
It's
Yeah.
the
But he did it
funniest
so funny.
story.
Do you know what, big man? I'm still invested in you.
It was the funniest.
Yeah. Like
Story.
the way he told the story, he didn't take no... even though he took an L, because the story was so wavy,
Was so
in my eyes,
interesting.
he came out champion. Like, he didn't take no L's from me.
And the girl was like, "Oh, what happened?
The guy was like,
Bitch,
can you
shut up.
drive me? The guy that fucked him up was like, can you drive me down
Can you
the
drop
road?
me home?
He
Yeah,
said,
because the
"Big man,
police
you
is coming."
He just fucked me up.
If I had enough energy, I want to go twice.
Yeah, the story's hilarious.
How can you be
That
such a
is
funny
so
human being?
Funny. If
How is he so funny?
he's hilarious.
He is so funny. We should get him on. He is so funny.
It's just off the cuff.
Oh
He's
my
too jokes.
God.
If I ever was on a date and a guy got in a fight,
Has that ever happened?
no, I could not. That's not my brand.
Nah,
I don't.
nah.
No.
I won't say it was a fight.
A tussle. A light
A
tussle.
little scuffle, a little dance.
I think that's pathetic as well.
How could you even be out on a date and get into a fight with
No,
someone?
it wasn't even that. It was him standing in front of the girls because the guy was assaulting girls, innit?
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
it
no,
was
he's a
him.
hero.
So he was
Oh, he is a hero, yeah.
Definitely got lit
I thought you
up.
meant like, you know when guys are doing the whole tap dancing, trying to fight, but mate,
Do
someone.
you know what I
get
don't like?
this
I
going.
don't like this. And spinning in circles. That is very year 9.
What's this?
Like they
In your group scene.
imagine
Oh, you
I-
mean
so
two
imagine
people
I had a
coursing?
shirt, yeah,
Yeah.
and hold it like this. Big man,
Oh,
big man, big man. I will fuck with you.
that was
so
a school,
pathetic.
Yeah.
You can't be getting. You can't.
Gripped up.
This.
Yeah.
And now your blouse is all
Out, all ruffled when you let it go.
All ruffled.
I'd rather you got beat up than witness
No,
that.
Esther.
I would.
That's childish. Anybody
is so
anybody
childish.
I see getting grips up or grips up, I know they're not. I know it's not serious.
What about the
Like, they're not
What
one
about the
bit
wrestling
serious.
So
thing?
pathetic.
What about the wrestling thing when they're like trying to, you know, when there's no punching, but it's just
No, but that's different because certain man got different fighting styles. So if a man tries to wrestle you, you might have to wrestle him back. Like you know what I'm trying to say that.
You
So-
will have to.
Yeah, it's just
Better
just to get control of the situation. Because obviously some people want to fight, some man
Yeah.
want to punch, but some man don't want to punch. They're
yeah, they
trying to grab
hold
you.
them.
You get me?
Yeah.
So you have to counteract that.
Yeah.
Alright,
To a
what's the
certain
worst
extent.
fight you guys have been in? Everyone.
Worst fight.
Word on road,
This is word on road. It was on the road when this fight was
I
happening.
ain't really been in bad fights. I've just been in normal fights.
Yeah, I ain't had a bad fight. I've never been like beat up.
Do you fight in groups? Like groups? Or
Not
do you,
telling your friends in
or do
you're
you
it.
fight one-on-one? I don't know what the rules are.
Mainly 1-1. I've had maybe 1 or 2 group fights.
I feel like if it's more than
where
one,
I've had to jump in to help
in
a friend who's, I'm
I
really
would
friends.
want Yusuf back
No,
in me.
we used to have a rule that there's just we don't do one-on-ones.
Oh,
If you
okay.
if you touch one of us,
So it's a jump.
we're all gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
Damn.
Just as a rule, as a law, and everybody knew that. So it's
So I would do that with my
it's just-
girls. I
it's
wouldn't
just like,
wait.
just don't bother them.
Because I can't stand. I can't stand in silence. Like, oh, it's a fair fight.
What if she's winning?
Nah, mate. No, still, you just want to.
And that will help.
Yeah.
That
So a
helps
little-
everyone because even the biggest, strongest, roughest, toughest has got a decision to make. Even if you see me by myself,
Yeah.
you got a
Yeah.
decision to make because you know, like it's
Yeah, you can't.
it's zero tolerance. This is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't
It's
stand
not
back
even-
and watch
We're not
it.
even leaving it. It's not even like we're not even having to guess. We've got loads of examples of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
Have
say?
you,
That
have you ever had a fight and like one of the boys underperformed?
yeah.
Like it took too long to jump in or just
I got in trouble because my friend had a fight. My friend had a fight, with someone else that I knew. But obviously, one of my friends is from my block. The other guy is not from my block.
Mhm.
But I'm friends with both of them.
Mm.
And what they was arguing over was something that I just don't agree with. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it was something super trivial, something to do with gal as well.
I knew it was a girl. I
And
knew it.
something that he
It's
worked
always
with.
girls,
And
man.
I'm
That's the
just-
only thing he doesn't rate at all.
I said I can't
back this.
I can't take part of this. But I'm driving. He's insisted me drive me to my man now. Drive me there now. Rare. Okay. I drive them there. They get there. I try and talk it down. Rare. But I have a friend. He's not even. He don't want nothing to do with this. You know what I'm trying to say? It's my main brother who's being the aggressor.
Yeah.
Rare. So then they fight. You get me?
Really?
Yeah, they fight. It was a meaty fight, but at some point in the fight,
What do you do during this fight?
I let them fight. I didn't give a shit.
You didn't want to be there.
When I tell people stuff. If you don't want to listen to me, you don't want to listen to me. I tell you, and then I'll let you jump off a bridge if you want to. I'll tell you don't jump off the bridge. If you still want to go to the bridge, I'll drive you to the bridge, then you jump, and then I'll go home. You know what I'm trying to say?
You would have been in the car doing karaoke.
Yeah. So I told you don't fight. You went to fight. They fought, but then at one point there was a drop in the fight. Yeah, and my main friend came off worse off in the drop. And then that's when we broke it up. It was like, right, we got to break it up. But because of the way he dropped, it looked bad. So anybody who wasn't there, when they see the repercussions of the drop, it looks like he got mashed up in the fight.
Yeah.
So then everybody's onto me because they say, rah, you just stood up and watched my man fight and get mashed up. I'm saying he didn't get mashed up. Like,
It was just a one drop.
it didn't get mashed up. It was cool.
Yeah.
It dropped. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But then now they're on my neck. Like they're on me. Like I done
As
super,
if you were the
super
one in
wrong.
the fight. That's mad.
Yeah, like I done wrong for standing up and watching man fight. But I can't. I told man. I told man. I don't know what you want from me. What more do you want from me? If I tell you something, you don't listen. Who don't hear will feel. You get me? But yeah, I remember they was onto me for that.
What about you, Esther?
No. I didn't get fights.
I'm
like
just
that,
deep. My last fight was with my dad. I just realized.
What, like a
Well,
proper
damn.
fight?
I'm not gonna lie.
Scrappers.
Yusuf's one-liners.
I can't wait. I don't care how old I get. You think my son could try and fight? Didn't he put you to sleep?
No, look
How?
at Yusuf.
What do you mean how? You think I care? My son, I don't care what he does. I don't care what
But-
size is or what he ever does.
What about-
Yeah, but how do you think
You,
like,
you
finish
can
him.
not care
Why do you
about
think
what
my dad
reality
No,
is.
you see,
why do you
see
think my dad has the
mindset.
power to put me to sleep?
Huh?
Why do you think he had the power to put me to sleep?
He's
It's
a
not about
big man.
power.
This
It's about
happened.
technique. All you need to do is close off the wind to the throat.
Yeah, but that knows this. My dad ain't no Chongqui champion, bro. That's it.
Must have get the windpipe.
Yeah, my dad ain't gonna tech.
You're gonna put your hand to your son's windpipe.
Sleep. What if he try and raise his fist to me?
Sleep. Sleep.
Yeah. When he dropped them, dash water on him.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
come out my yard. Yeah, all of
And
that.
how long would it take you to forgive him after that?
Oh, evening time.
Oh, okay. you got. All right, Esther, word on word. Or...
Let's get there because I'm losing my breath. Yeah.
Yeah, fights for girls.
All right, we got an hour left as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so word on word. No, you don't play music.
No, you don't play
No,
music.
you don't play music. Yeah.
Yeah, you better put your headphones on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is there like something being played?
No.
the music.
There was
When did,
music.
when did you not put your headphones on?
I've had this
For the
before.
voice note.
Listen to the voice note.
Oh, you don't have to take it back off.
Yeah, I can bother, man.
I
Oh yeah,
You,
Brenna, are you proud of her?
this ain't a team.
I'm
This is a
gonna
gathering
ask
of
her
individuals.
because she could, never mind.
No, tell me.
So,
I'm very proud of my beautiful, beautiful sister.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so Soulja Boy is. Do you know what? Soulja Boy is the funniest person on the internet. I don't care what anyone
After
says. He's
PK
just
Humble.
so flipping funny.
You
He's
say
hilarious.
PK
After
Humble.
PK Humble. After PK Humble.
I will go back and watch his Breakfast Club again, I think.
Well,
No,
when he,
what? Soulja Boy.
Drake.
Yeah, when he went,
Yeah.
Drake!
Drake.
do you know?
One of the
That's
funniest
not
things
even
I've
the
ever
funniest
seen.
thing in the world. The funniest thing in the world where he talks about being shot in his house.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, the funniest one is the Freaky Zeke one.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But the Soulja Boy one, sorry,
Sorry,
sorry.
but the Soulja Boy one's supposed to be true though, you know.
No, apparently it's true.
The
No,
story's supposed to be true.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
He's
But the way he told
traumatized.
it-
But it's just the way he told it.
He
It's
told
just
it
like,
the fucking
I didn't
movie.
like the way he told it. I didn't realize that it had hit his.
do you know the bit
soul
that got
way.
me? Is when he said, I took his mask off. This is you, nigga? I shot him again. I said, okay, sir, you're doing too much.
That's
You're
a
doing
fair.
too much.
That's a fair response still.
Yeah,
But
because
He's
the
hilarious.
guys who...
Which I don't know if it's 100% true, but I know there's truth.
No, but the,
In the
There's
story.
truth. I think he's just gonna
the other
season
guys
them a bit.
involved on the other end, they came out and spoke about it.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
it.
they said it was true, yeah. Obviously,
Drake-
the way he told it was obviously
Was
was
humorous.
theatrics,
Animated.
but it happened.
It's so funny,
Fuck.
man.
Yeah,
But yeah, so basically he found an old tweet from wizkid. So this is like in 2010. And wizkid said, I swear Soulja Boy is whack. Jeez. And then, what's his name? Soulja Boy then replied like in current time 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
Saying, yesterday, your mama whack. Shut up, bitch ass up. Shut your bitch ass up. I just think it's funny, man.
12 years later.
He's just hilarious. And I really feel like Soulja Boy is the first guy to do a lot of things.
Do you know what it is with Soulja Boy? He searched wizkid to see. Let me find out a little bit more about.
I might wanna do a little
Maybe I
song
can
with
hit
him.
up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me just. If you're a big star, you might check if they've spoken about you before.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, thanks for showing
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let's get on a song
typed in
together.
Wizkid Soulja Boy.
And then it said
And then-
he's
He's
whack.
whack.
Yeah.
Which I could understand why he would. What was Soulja Boy doing 12 years ago?
Crank that.
No,
He
it wasn't
was-
still cranking that.
Crank
Crank
That
was booming though.
I think that was what, 2000 and something?
Oh, so maybe
Five,
it's
six or seven.
around
Alright.
that time.
6
How
or
old was
7,
I
yeah.
then? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it must have been like I don't know what phase of
So
Soulja Boy he was in.
2012,
Kiss
he
with
might,
the phone.
he might have been...
No,
But this is
Kiss with the Phone.
2010.
Soulja Boy's got some big shoes though.
Oh,
Kiss
yeah,
Me Through the
yeah,
Phone is a
yeah.
good tune.
What do you want to see a versus with Soulja Boy?
He done one
He
already.
done one with Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
That's the
It was-
funniest
oh my-
things
Soulja
you've
Boy
never
is
seen.
so funny, bro.
Have you not
Oh,
watched?
I
One
think
second.
that-
One
that's
second. One second. One
hilarious.
second. One
What
second.
hilarious.
happened?
Have you not watched
Yeah,
it?
watched it.
I think I might have
Go
some clips.
watch it. Go watch the
Nah,
whole thing.
you
Is
just
it?
gotta watch the full
Soulja
thing.
Boy is comedy.
Soulja Boy is one of the funniest people in the
I love him.
world.
Like-
I've never watched this.
He makes
He
me
lost
played
the
laugh.
the
battle.
same song
He lost the
times.
battle, but his theatrics was just too funny.
Well, he played the same song 3
He
times.
plays
Yeah.
the same song.
What song was it?
She make it clap.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because he
yeah.
played his one,
The
then he played Nicki
remix, then he
Minaj,
played Nicki Minaj.
then he brought
one was
French, then he brought French
Yeah.
Montana out. It's all the same song. He's like, this is
You gotta
new.
back yourself
Yeah.
in this life, man.
He's saying this is 20, this is new shit.
Yeah,
He's
new
saying-
shit. Yeah, nah,
Every time he plays something, he goes, yeah, that was all right. That was all right.
that's old.
But it's old.
Yeah. Nah, he's.
You know what?
he's
Soulja
too
Boy
funny.
is so
Like,
entertaining.
Bow
I'm gonna
Wow.
go watch that.
He kept saying Bow Wow.
I'm gonna go back. Oh yeah, I remember actually because I remember Drake was saying, "Why didn't you bring me out?"
Oh, just Drake said.
Yeah, Drake said Soulja should have brought him out. He would have come out because remember he was like Drake.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was around there. I remember actually. I remember. I
Soulja
didn't
Boy
watch it. There. I need
is
to
so
watch
funny with it and so likable with it that even when he says stuff that is disrespectful, I think
Yeah.
people don't take it badly.
He's funny.
And watch him on $1 Million Worth of Game as well, the podcast with Gillian Wallow. Funny, man.
I find Soulja Boy.
He's
absolutely
so
hilarious.
funny.
I like Gilly's interviews. All right.
So next, R. Kelly's engaged.
Oh,
Yeah, R. Kelly's engaged. I know that was a bit dark actually. Should have warned you guys.
So,
So,
who and how old is she?
So one of his what's his
Inmates.
one of his trigger warning, his sex slaves, Jocelyn Savage. She was in a documentary and
Yeah.
she's the one who basically her parents hadn't seen her for years.
Yeah.
Like years. They might never know what she actually they might know she's like goes to school and stuff, but they hadn't seen her for years.
they're the one they took that he let out for shoes.
Like what?
They let out to the shop for shoes when they saw her.
Yeah. Like she go shopping and stuff like that. And they'll try to contact and she's just gone
Ton of
blind everything
Yeah.
to her family. But she was in documentary and everything, but she claims that she's there because she wants to be there, whatever. But basically he's engaged to her. So she kind of wrote into the court to the judge to kind of help his case and say that, you know, she's not a victim and the government basically portrayed her in a bad light and she's there because she wants to be there. So I'm going to read you guys snippets of the letter. She says, my relationship with Robert is amazing. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We have a very special connection and are deeply in love. I still support Robert to this day because I love him and will always be here to support him. Robert is not the monster that the government has described him to be. The Robert I know is very sweet, gentle and kind. At the end of the day, he has always made sure I'm taken care of and any other women he has been with as well. And then she goes on to say, you know, my name is Jocelyn Savage. I'm Robert Kelly's fiance. I'm writing this in support of Robert in advance of his sentencing. I think she wrote this before he was sentenced and now it's come out. I can explain to the court that I'm not the victim that the government has portrayed me to be. It's crazy, man. It's wild. Robert and I are deeply in love, and it breaks my heart that the government has created a narrative that I'm a victim. I'm a grown woman and can speak for myself, which is why I wanted to provide this letter to the court.
That's wild. Have you seen Boosie?
No.
What happened with
What happened,
Boosie?
Boosie?
Oh, he's got some new Vlad stuff out, but he's going hard for the R. Kelly, man.
Well, like in support of him.
Not in support of him, but he's just saying like they gave him too long. Like he was like they gave him too long. They were too harsh on him because he's a black man with money and talented and rare. And he's not having it. He's giving receipts and shit. Like he's standing in his opinion. He's not.
But isn't
having
Boosie
it.
always talking about other people's business there?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what he does recently, innit? Him and Vlad got something good over there. So
Yeah, 'cause he's-
man just asks him questions and he just talks. But yeah, he was going hard for R. Kelly. I ain't seen a lot of people come out in support. Well, I don't want to say in support, like to say like they're championing everything he's done or anything.
Yeah.
But they were just saying like, yeah, I think it was a bit harsh and I've seen other people come out and be like, good riddance and
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, man, there's people that's killing people and getting less than that and walking out of jail and it's because he's a black man with money. 30 years is too much. I mean, he's saying like, where's the parents? Like, just like, I mean, I hear him.
A lot of people had that argument. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people
like,
had that,
These
yeah.
girls, the parents sent these girls there, thinking that R. Kelly was gonna make their career, but you don't send your daughter to go and live with a male.
Yeah.
star. But at the same time, you shouldn't be taking advantage of young women anyway.
And that's it. And I think
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
what
illegal,
it
it's
is.
illegal, but was 30 years a lot?
I think 30 years is
I
enough
think it's fine.
for the amount of
I think it's
savagery
fine.
he's done.
And I
think.
also think with these kind of crimes, you don't get the full number or the full extent of the
Yeah.
damage. And sometimes, you know, in these situations, the victims don't acknowledge they're even victims.
Yeah, that's
But
the
that,
thing.
that girl, Savage Girl, obviously I don't know where her life could have gone. But if she didn't meet R. Kelly, like her life could be in such a different place. I don't know. I think there's a and
But
also,
she sounds like she's happy with her life.
She's happy. She said it's the best thing that ever happened to her.
You're worried about her life. She's cool. She loves R. Kelly. She's saying that all the stuff that she's saying that it's lies. She's saying it's not true. I mean,
He's a
Robert
sweet
Alvarez.
guy. Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's not who I'm gonna die on. I added that to my list of things that I felt like he did wrong. For me personally, though, that girl, I just think that of course you're gonna. We all know Stockholm syndrome. We all know like abuse of power. We all know all of that stuff. And I started off by saying victims sometimes don't even know they're victims in this situation.
Yeah.
Like, the extent of damage is so big. There's so many girls that probably haven't come out about R. Kelly. Do you know what I mean? They just don't want to be part of this. And we also know when someone is in a big position, they can do fuckery. It doesn't even have to be sex. Just if you're in a position of power, you can do fuckery. And he had power for a very long time. I also don't think he works alone. I think there's a lot of other people that have escaped punishment that probably should be. These
Look,
abuses-
wrong is wrong and right is right, and he's been punished for his indiscretions, innit?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the problems and a lot of people have is like we live through history, innit? Things were
Yeah.
different back in the day, and a lot of people were enabling this
Yes,
behavior.
yes.
And I'm not saying that makes it right, but it's like all this stuff was going on, all these things was happening. We were doing it. You was helping me do it, and then now you're trying to obviously okay, cool. You're getting in trouble for it, but like now you're trying to act like you're trying to vilify me and act like you're not involved and act like you weren't there and act like this stuff wasn't happening and then you're just trying to kill me for it. It's like we're just forgetting. You're just trying to like rewrite history. You get what I'm trying to say that. So a lot of people have to be accountable for what he was doing as well.
Oh, agreed. But I don't know who these people are. Like, do you know what I mean? But 100%, R. Kelly should be singing. He should say like, but the moment he does that, it acknowledges that he did something wrong. Because R. Kelly still says he's innocent, right? He didn't plead guilty, did he?
Yeah, he's still saying he's
So
innocent.
exactly. So if he believes everything he did wasn't wrong, then there's no one for him to drag down with him. Do you know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah.
he was like, do you know what? I did do what you lot said. I can understand why it was wrong, but these are the people that helped me. That is, do you know what I mean? Maybe that would even get his sentence lessened.
He might not be alive to tell that story.
Well, then he's looking
Jeffrey
and
Epstein.
see what kind of cases there are. Obviously, because he's high profile, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, they make an example of people for sure. Like,
To be honest, I don't even feel like it's harsh because he's a black man. Because Harvey Weinstein got 23 years,
and murdered.
and that was for 2.
Oh no, that wasn't
Isn't-
Harvey Weinstein.
That was Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah.
So,
But
Epstein's-
yeah, Harvey got 23 years, and he was found guilty of 2 out of 5 of the things. So if you think about 2 out of 5 and what R. Kelly's allegedly done, but to be fair, R. Kelly's got not to be fair, but R. Kelly's got another trial in August.
Oh, is it gonna be
Chicago.
more?
For to face child pornography and obstruction charges.
Okay, yeah, he's down bad.
Yeah, so
child pornography is crazy.
Papa.
Um,
But yeah, so her parents, of course, are still insisting on her story that she's brainwashed and blah blah. But she's saying she's not being manipulated and all that stuff. It's crazy, but the man is engaged. Maybe never marry, you never know.
Congratulations, man.
Okay, so like we mentioned earlier about the MPs running, this is kind of black news, but a black MP, Kemi Badenoch, is running for Prime Minister for the Conservative Party. People don't really like her though. She's not really a favourite in the black community. I saw people cussing out. No, actually, never mind.
No.
Actually, no, I saw people cussing her braids. Because they were like, first of all, how are you trying to be Prime Minister and your braids are old? Like your professional picture,
That's
the
rude,
braids are like 6 months old that you couldn't
Do you know
clean
what?
up
Our
nice
people,
for this.
Yeah.
Make an effort. Make us want to help you. Look like you could be the Prime Minister and they might just vote for you with them braids.
Esther was like, I'm bigger than this. And she went, no, I'm not.
It
Yeah, I
says,
can go low.
do you know it says, but it says a lot. Your hair.
It says a lot because
Says
you
a
know
lot.
what it is like.
It says a lot about how into the community you are, in my opinion.
I think, yeah, because even like, as a woman anyway, you obviously want to look good, blah, blah. But as someone who's putting yourself forward to run a country, as a black woman, hair is important for us. We want it to look nice and whatever all the time. But you're trying to move forward to represent the whole country. And you basically got Boris hairstyle, but in black.
Mm.
And you don't have Boris privilege.
It just shows
Exactly.
you have no awareness.
You have no awareness.
I
Like her professional pictures.
You can carry it off if you have the source. If you have the source to carry it. But here's the thing. I always saw this. So like, if I saw like black girls that went to a school that wasn't majority black,
Yeah.
their hair always
Yeah.
told me. It always told me what school they went to.
Yeah.
Or if I saw girls that went to like state
I
schools.
mean,
where there's-
coy.
Yeah. But do you know what? It's only because... do you know what it is?
Help me help you, sis.
Do you know what it is? Do
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
Things are weird though, because I think it's like their parents. It wouldn't matter what. It
Nah.
wouldn't matter what school my sister
Nah.
went to. My mom ain't letting
Think
her
about
walk
it.
outside.
Yeah.
Okay, but think
Like
about
that.
it.
I think
about it.
it's-
if I'm doing my hair,
Yeah.
right, I need to do my hair. I have 4 girls that will do it for me in the girls' toilets in school, or
Yeah.
someone who's training to do hair. I have my older sister, I have my mum, I have my. Do you know? I have me. I will do
Yeah.
it. If you grow up around lots of like, let's say white people that don't have the same hair texture as you, your knowledge of your hair doesn't get naturally. You don't just naturally absorb it. You have
Yeah.
to go out of your way to get it right. So. And sometimes even the way they do their hair is like to pack it to imitate what white girls do.
I was gonna say, do you know what it is as well? I think it is. There's no one to keep you accountable to look cute. When you got black friends, all your hair your hair will be laid because you can see your friend's hair is nice and your hair gets nice.
Yeah.
But when you got white people, because they can't relate to you hair wise, there's no standards for you to try and reach. Do you get me? So
Okay, yeah.
you can just turn up any which way.
Mhm.
For them, they don't say anything for
ain't
you're
gonna
black.
care.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna care because
They don't know.
respectfully,
Yeah, it's not their business.
the black girls who I tend to see who have majority white friends,
Mhm.
their weaves are never giving.
You know
Never
what it is?
giving.
They never acknowledge the different textures. Their natural hair will be one texture.
Ooh.
Then they'll put on a full-on wig. And do you know how I know as well? They're shocked by hair prices.
Yes.
When you tell them hair prices, what?
£50, I'm like, girl, that's just for the
No,
braids.
The braids.
That's for the
what
underwig
their hair
cornrows.
cream. Yeah, and that's when I realized you don't have
Yeah.
this culture of hair around you. And
Yeah.
my advice to any girl that's in a space where she doesn't have lots of white girls,
Yeah,
YouTube is your friend.
that's it.
And also like hold yourself up to a standard. Like
That's it.
try and depart from their beauty standards. They
Yeah.
can do messy updo and it's celebrated. Sis,
You can't.
it takes us 2 hours to do
I
messy
do.
updo.
I think it's a standard, and I think obviously they tend to live in like areas where there aren't really
Yes.
men like black hair shops or like
yeah.
black hairdressers. So really and truly, you're actually just going off vibes. Like, your mum, I don't know what your mum.
And
how
if you
do your
own
hair,
it, they
but-
would be so blown away by you as well. Like that's the maddest thing. They would like don't play their game to win. Just play your
Yeah.
own game. And that would be my
Yeah.
only advice. Because you see them and it's like, oh sis.
Yeah.
That's not knotless, you know.
Let me see what Kemi's Instagram looks like.
Mm.
See if her braids are fresh at the moment. But yeah, so she's trying to run to be a prime minister, and obviously she's leaning on the whole race stuff and being a truth teller and all that kind of stuff. Basically, just run on truth, and the people need to know the truth and
That's
blah
a
blah blah
hard
blah.
platform to run on, you know.
It's a very hard platform to
They
run
find
on.
one lie. One.
Yes, but also sis, I don't know if she's the strongest candidate in there because she's kind of looking at her resume. It's kind of like I think she's only been in MP in Boris's government basically. So it's like you're trying to run ahead
Jumping.
of yourself kind of thing. But yeah, she says I'm
It's
putting
ambitious.
myself forward in this leadership election because I want to tell the truth. It's a truth that will set us free. People are exhausted by platitudes and empty rhetoric and an intellectual grasp of what is required to run run the country is missing. So she did an exclusive. This is another thing. She did an exclusive with the Times. From what I know, I think you have to pay for the Times, don't you? You have to get a subscription. Go if you're trying to get the black votes. What are you paying for the Times?
Sister, go shape
What
out.
are you talking about? Yeah, like...
Do you know what? There is a way to play
Come on,
this.
TDA.
I
Let's
feel
talk about
like
it.
if you want to be a black MP, and you want to activate the black vote, but also have the whites on side,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you have to look good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to look solid.
I can't lie. I'm wanting to
Not
see a
even pretty,
nice
solid.
laid frontal. I don't know if that sounds anti-black or
I
whatever
don't even
it
mind
is.
the natural hairstyle.
But I want to know
but
that
it's gotta
you
be-
get it.
I don't even mind the natural hairstyle, but it's got to be neat. It's got to be...
Yeah, like you
do know
get
what I
it.
mean? And you got to act like you're not doing anyone any favours.
Who is it? One of my favorite, Chimamanda. Is it Chimamanda? It is Chimamanda.
Give me more.
She's an author.
Was she behind Beyonce?
Yes,
Yeah.
Chimamanda Adichie.
Yeah.
She was on Beyonce's Flawless
Out
song.
there.
And when I tell you, sis is natural all the time, but her hair is always laid. Like,
Yeah.
she just looks like a girl who gets it. Like, the girls are going to get it. She
Yeah.
gets it.
I
So
remember,
it's all right if you don't do, my frontal and whatever, wig and whatever.
Yeah.
But I just want to know that let black people be able to relate to you on that level. Do you get what I mean? Look, let me not say actually, it's a bit problematic,
just
but
neat.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, so she's doing that. And actually, she's got Michael Gove's vote. She's got his backing, which is interesting. But I don't know who would care for his backing when he got fired. But yeah, she's got his backing. So we'll see how far she gets. I don't know if she's going to be a popular person there because, you know. But yeah, anyways, over the weekend, of course, Wireless. I told you guys I'll update you guys on Wireless. I went, it was nice, it was great. Megan is amazing, Cardi's amazing. From what I've seen as well, Nicki did a great job, City
Yeah.
Girls did a great job.
Nicki
love
Minaj.
Yeah.
Was she there?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh,
The
okay.
barbers were going crazy. They had to get, police had to form a human what's the shields to prevent the bar. It was mad.
Barricades.
Crazy video. But yeah, so I love though how, because people always like, oh, the UK is bad vibes. I think the song comes out with good vibes automatically.
Mm.
But I love the fact that every American act has literally posted on their Instagram how much love they receive from the UK and people saying word for word.
Oh,
I
they
will
posted on their
say-
main story, on their main page.
And the
now.
major, yeah, I will say though, there was a clip from Roddy Rich, and when he was saying the box.
Well, he's kicking the youth.
No,
Oh.
that was the security. That was, you see how we went flying? That was hilarious. Someone tried to go on stage with him and then they kicked him off and it was just ridiculous. But no, he's singing the box here and it's like, what's the part that says the N-word?
That song's like 2 years ago.
I just said, oh yeah. I can't remember what the line is, but basically it's the N-word, yeah, though. But the N-word is so vibrant. And I'm like, I know the whites didn't get quiet at that part.
Well, Summer
So it's
Walker,
very,
Summer Walker's posted a clip in it, and she said "nigga" there everywhere. And some idiot was like, "Oh, did they really just say? Did everyone just say nigga?" And I'm like,
They
"We've
did.
been here before. You are stupid. You made the song. Just had the song go.
They
In this celebration of life where everybody's in unison, you actually want people to cut out a word that this idiot put in there for their favorite song. It just goes to show that the mindset of humans are stupid. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it. Everyone's singing in unison. You wanted to cut the word out.
In
No.
Afro Nation, when we were singing in unison, the white people around me didn't say the word nigga.
Yeah.
It didn't cost them any.
It's because they scared.
They didn't die.
It's wild.
Because they shook.
Maybe because they were respectful. I don't know.
Nah,
But let me not down this hill.
people in Wireless looked respectful. Looked like they were singing the woman's song
Yeah.
and performed it how it was meant,
And
how it
she
was
cried.
written.
She cried.
Yeah, she cried. It was
Beautiful.
very beautiful. She was like, how she's never received this much love from any show ever
That
that she has in the UK.
what's his name? Jivian.
Yeah,
Giveon.
Giveon came on with
Is
a
he-
wine.
Is he American?
Yeah.
Oh,
He came on with
He's
a
one
glass
to cheat
of
on
wine.
Justin Sky.
oh.
I don't know why, but he.
Because someone says like, oh, this had like a Nigerian man around, and I was thinking, is he?
Yeah, it looks
Nigerian?
a bit Nigerian actually.
No, but I thought he was like authentic when they're saying that because
like
that's
from
why
back
it
home.
threw me off. Yeah, he's American.
He's
not-
American, yeah.
He's not Nigerian.
It's a whole African American thing.
You have the most dismissive hand movements in the world. Like,
Away from me, you peasants.
Takes a lot of practice. You know?
like without any words, he just cuts your life.
Honestly.
Not my life though.
But it looked really, really good. It was like lots of parties and stuff, and it was amazing. But just a bit more on Kemi Badenoch, the black MP running for Prime Minister. So in relation to bigging up Kemi Badenoch, which I think is sarcasm, or her looking to get the black vote. So last year, some academics condemned Badenoch when she accused schools of teaching white privilege as an uncontested fact, saying this was breaking the law. So she also said she did not want white children being taught about their inherited racial guilt. That's a good thing. I don't think. Do you know?
She ain't never getting a job.
I need figure out why people don't like it, then I'm gonna do my research and come
No,
back.
Esther, I don't think. What I've taken from this, and then correct me.
Yeah,
if-
what did you get?
Yeah, so what I've taken from this is that she's protecting white kids from feeling guilty. So in that school, this is something we spoke about a little while ago. In that probably the same school, they're saying, just so you guys know, they're upgrading history lessons or religious lessons, PSHE or whatever, and saying white privilege exists. And it's really important that you guys know that it exists so you guys can curb it. She's saying that that's not a fact. That's an opinion. That's a theory. And you shouldn't teach that to white kids because I don't want white kids feeling guilty just for being white.
But are schools actually teaching white privilege as in like, don't use this? Or are they teaching as in this is what? I don't see schools, a white school system, teaching white children about white privilege in a way of don't do it.
The whole syllabus is about white privilege. It's just not packaged like that. But when you teach it, and you see what happens and how life was and the way that it's all packaged, it is about white privilege.
Yeah, but is it
That's what I'm saying.
deterring them from white privilege though?
Not deter. I don't know. I don't know if it's deterring them or deterring them, because what she's saying is that once you learn history, if you're around and you take it in, then there's going to be a guilt of all this stuff that white people done, and she's saying she don't want to put that on the white kids. You know what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't have to be like a white privilege lesson. It's just the normal teachings of what's going around. Once you get the whole landscape and you see what I go on, if you're aware, you're going to see it for what it is. You get me?
Like back in the days, Christopher Columbus, like a lesson on Christopher Columbus was seen as, look at what the whites did. They conquered new land, all the explorer vibes. Now, if you teach that now, the tone is, this was very entitled. This was white privilege. He conquered these lands. Though? What, Christopher Columbus going?
Like, is that how the schools are teaching the kids?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been.
I don't feel like they're teaching them as in like it's a bad thing.
I feel like this is what this is saying. Like the tone has changed, where they're now saying all these things are happening are not just slavery and racism, but it's also white privilege embedded in it, and that's something we have today. Like I think that's something that exists outside of schools.
It'd be interesting to see actually how they are delivering the curriculum.
Because I doubt it.
Covered up a story like a week or two.
Yeah.
ago.
About the parent.
About the mum that was upset.
I thought that was asking for a friend or something.
No.
No.
Oh yeah, it was.
But even so, it doesn't like. Like I would like to see how they deliver the curriculum. Like I'm saying,
I would like to.
Is it done like when they're in the history
Parents,
lessons?
tell us.
Like before, when they were doing the history lessons, they were just telling you this is what it was, this is what it was, this is what it was. When they're delivering it now, is it coming from a more enlightened, like a woke place?
I think it is. I think that's why that white parent was so upset. She was like, I don't want my daughter thinking that she is a bad person when she goes to history lessons. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's.
I mean, she's not my grandparents.
I think it's more right. I think it's more critical of white people's role in this, because before it was the great British Empire. Now it's like, can you see how terrible this is? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't separate the general conversation from what's happening in the classrooms to a degree.
What?
For this woman to be that invested in protecting young white fragility, I think is.
Can I add to that though? Can I add to that though?
She's not going to be popular amongst the blacks.
She already isn't. She already isn't.
And let me tell you something,
that.
she's not going to be popular amongst the whites as well.
Can I say that if this is what she is doing,
so she's definitely getting a job.
If this is what she is doing, I'll just end on this year. If this is what she is doing, I will just tell you guys that she's got a white husband and 3 mixed race kids. Do with that information what you will. What's the next segment?
That with the braids tells me a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh yeah, guys, we don't have people's journal, but just know that butter is still expensive and save your money. Let's jump into the rotation.
All right, guys, welcome back to The Rotation, your weekly music breakdown. So we're going to get into an album from Burna Boy and then 2 singles, one from Ciara, one from Digga D. We'll start off with Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Have you heard the album?
I'm not fully taking it, but I know it's wavy. I've heard it's wavy.
That's fine. So Burna released his 6th studio album, Love Damini, on Friday. His first album since 2020's Twice's tour.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 19-track offering, 1 hour, 1 minute. It features from Khalid, J Balvin, Ed Sheeran, Blast, Kehlani, Popcorn, Victoni, J Huss, and Lady Smith Black, Mambazo. I want to go to Esther first, our resident Afrobeat correspondent. Before I give my
Not correspondent, child.
what are your thoughts on the album, Esther?
I like it. I think what it made me realize though is that Burna's actually got a sound. Okay, I like the album.
Yeah.
But it was predictable. The features weren't.
Yeah.
But the sounds and the way the music is predictable.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't think some of them are new, because some of them I was hearing the beat, but I was singing another song from
Yeah.
like Twice as Tall.
You know, Science sounds
Yes.
so familiar to something off
Yes.
of African Giant.
Yes.
I'm trying to. I need to
It's
listen back. What is it? It's the same drum.
You know, while you're talking, I'm gonna get it because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally, when I was listening to that, I was
Yeah.
singing
the song that
African Giant one.
Kind of sampled, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the album's good. It's a good vibe. It's cohesive. I think it's a return to what he's known for.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Twice and Tall, he tried to step out the box a bit.
Yeah.
It was co-exec produced by Diddy. He
Mhm.
had some random
That's
features on
something
there, like Naughty by Nature and stuff. It was just totally weird. And I feel like he was trying to reach the masses. Where I
I
feel
don't
like
know
this-
that album.
That's what I'm saying.
Twice as Tall.
It flopped.
I thought his last album was African Giant.
I love
It
Twice as
flopped.
Tall.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I love
flopped
it. I think
too.
my favorite. I prefer that to
What,
thing, you know.
you prefer
Twice
Twice
as
as Tall?
Tall.
Yeah, I love
That
Twice as
African
Tall.
Giant.
That was Diddy's album.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Twice as Tall.
You prefer Twice as Tall to African
Yeah,
Giant?
I
I'm
do.
dumbfounded.
I do. I think African Giant's got good singles,
Yeah.
but Twice as Tall as a project, I really
Because
enjoyed
you've
it.
said
The only
that.
song I know off that Twice or Two is the one with Stormzy.
Yeah, because you
Okay,
said
yeah.
that, I may have to revisit Twice as Tall.
Revisit
If you're
it.
saying you think it's better, I think that's
That
fine.
is
I really like
high
it.
praise for you.
I
Um,
really,
To
really
hear
enjoy
someone's
it.
That's
opinion
all
and
new
go
music
back,
for me to
that's
listen
actually
to.
good
Yeah.
praise.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I feel like he's going back to kind of what he's known for. It's the music all sounds familiar, like you're saying. It sounds
Yeah.
like, I don't know, African Giant 2.0 kind of, but just on a lesser scale. There aren't that many, I would say, bangers on this one as compared to African Giant, but it's still a nice, cohesive vibe, great production, great melody, great songs. My four favorites so far is Glory, Science, Cloak and Dagger with J Hus. I think that's a banger,
Mm.
and obviously Last still rings off. Have you got any faves at the moment?
Yes, I do. My favorite is I love the one with Blast and Kalani.
Okay, that's a vibe.
I love that. I love Jagale.
Okay,
That's a vibe.
yeah,
I like the popcorn one as well.
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran one as well.
yeah,
I like J Balvin. I love the fact that it was like a mesh of two cultures and
Yeah.
it made
Yeah.
so much sense.
yeah.
Um,
I feel like the features all,
Victoni.
the features all made sense.
All the features make
Nothing
sense.
seemed forced.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good marriage of whether it's two different genres
Yeah.
or two different, whatever. I just feel like the album was very cohesive. It's very fluid. It flows nicely. You can
Yeah.
listen it from top to bottom. Hardly any skips.
Mm.
I skipped Kilometer because I feel like I've heard that
Yeah, I've
song
heard that too. I'm
so
skipping that.
many times. That song came out, I think it came out like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I think there might have been a delay with the album because that song came out way, way longer. But overall, it's a good project. I definitely say check it out. It definitely makes the rotation.
Yeah.
Cloak and Dagger, I'm hoping it's a single. I'm seeing people are really hungry for some J Hus.
So people are like, people are saying though, are people being honest, is that a tune?
I like Cloak and Dagger. I think the beat's hard. And it's very dark
Mm.
at the beginning.
It's growing on me. At first,
Yeah, I think-
when I first
yeah.
heard it, I was like,
You like it?
not dislike it, just
Yeah.
like, this ain't crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously, it comes on. I've heard it a few times, and like it's playing. It's better. Huss's verse is getting better.
Yeah.
The more I listen to it, the more I listen to it, I actually do kind of like
Fuck
it.
with it,
But
yeah.
it didn't like grab
Wow
me.
you.
Didn't wow me straight
Okay.
away.
You listen to the whole album from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I like it. I enjoy it. I don't think it's better than
African Giant.
African
No,
Giant.
it's not bad.
Mm.
I was listening because obviously I think Last Last is the best song in the world, and I was like, if he's got even one song better than Last Last on this album,
Yeah.
then it might be the best album of all time. But I don't think he has.
Yeah. I hate when the first single is the best song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting just to
Yeah.
find one more that was better than that because I would have been like, oh my god, how is that even possible?
Yeah.
You get me? But it was all right. Two of my favorite artists in the world made on a collab. So Burna Boy and Popcorn. I think
Okay.
I love that song so much. I just think it's so cold. Like I literally just love them, and I think they done it right. It's a lit song. The Blast features cold as well.
That was amazing.
They're absolutely cold.
I think Blast produced that song as well.
Yeah,
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
sick.
Blast is on the tear. He's been cooking recently.
That was a really good song.
Like seriously, innit? What else is on there?
You got the song with Eds. What's your thoughts about that song?
I love that.
I wasn't
It's a wedding
overly.
song.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Right now,
overly-
yeah. I'm not loving that song too much.
You know the wickedest thing? It's all right. It's all right. It's good. The songs that I like on there, I really like. I've
Yeah.
liked 3 songs off the album to go into my library.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Alright.
and that's the what's it called? Strong. No,
No,
right?
for my hands.
Solid,
Oh, solid. Okay. Yeah.
Solid, and Tony and Sing and Last. They're the
Yeah.
3 that I like. But they are. I really, really like them though.
Nice.
Mm.
Koi, you got any?
I really like Burna Boy. I like how he does what he does, man.
Yeah.
I haven't actually taken it up.
No,
I
it's
had a
fine.
really busy
Yeah,
weekend.
listen, sis.
But I'm
Take
going
your
to
time.
take it. But do you know what? I'm going to go by your recommendation. Does
Yeah.
it make the rotation?
Oh, of course.
What?
Yeah.
Sick. The whole
Because I-
album.
No, not the whole album. I'm
Okay.
gonna just pick off a couple songs and add it to playlist. It definitely makes it because obviously the last album wasn't really great for me, even though Esther's saying that she prefers it. So I'm happy to get some Burna that I like. So yeah, it makes me
Okay, maybe I don't prefer it.
Oh, no,
You guys are sticking to it too much now. Like, you're really running with this. Do you know what?
I would have
I
thought
think
you
I
wouldn't
would've-
like it just because it had the least. It was you could feel Diddy in the background
Yeah.
of that song.
Yeah, I didn't like
so
his little ad-libs. He was
Americanized.
giving LMA with that.
But
I,
even
it was annoying me.
It felt Americanized. It felt like
Really?
like
Yeah,
they watered
yeah.
down Burna Boy with Kool-Aid or something.
Nah, I loved
No?
like I really. Do you know what I think? Okay, what I would say, I think I hold them on the same level. I just think that what it was, African Giant. I think the reason why even people listen to this will still compare it to African Giant is
Yeah.
because African Giant was a culture reset.
reset.
That was wild.
It was a movement, isn't it?
It was a movement. So I think unless you like, not in a rude way, but I think unless you proper are invested into Afrobeats like deeply,
Yeah.
you will always hold it to the African Giant because African Giant was every day party, everywhere you were like, there was
Listen,
different songs you could always pick out.
2019, 2018?
It was 2019. I remember it was Afro
2019,
Nation.
2019, yeah.
It was Afro Nation year. It was sick.
It ran the.
But for me, they're on the same level.
Yeah,
I
it ran
absolutely
the
love Twice the Store. Like I go back and listen to Twice the
What's your
Store on a
favourite
random
song
day.
on Twice the Store?
Hold on. Sorry, pressure.
No pressure, no pressure.
That's not a good sign now.
No, it's just
First of all, no one asked you.
I'm just saying.
You mind your Jamaican business.
What do you mean your Jamaican business?
I like Way Too Big. I like Level Up. Level Up I really like. I like Onyeka. My favourite one. I have different ones I will say
Way
for
Too Big
different
is good.
reasons.
That's dope. I've got a whole Burna album to listen to.
Like I'm listening to all of it. I'm looking at all of
I've
this
never
and
heard
a
none of it.
lot
Heard
of
one
these
song
are
off that
tunes.
album.
You haven't taken it in.
I didn't know it existed. The first time you said it
That
just
sounds
now.
The fact that you know it existed just speaks volumes.
Yeah, because you know what?
Yeah.
There's 15 songs on here, yeah? If anything, I'll probably take one out or two,
Yeah, the album,
max.
The album didn't really leave a footprint. to
It
be
didn't.
honest. No.
Sadly,
Not at all.
but it got him a Grammy, so
Yeah.
love it.
All right, let's move on then.
Oh, you want a Grammy off that?
Yeah, but Brent,
Oh,
we're
'cause
going
of
to find
Puffy.
the clip where he
Mm.
wins otherwise.
Yeah. All right, so Ciara. So Esther announced a few weeks ago that Ciara signed a new record deal with Republic. And now we have her first offering off of that new deal. The song is called Jump. And
Jump.
it features Coast Contra. Never heard them before. Obviously, recently, Ciara's been more in her family bag, you know,
Mm.
Russell Wilson, Couple Goals,
I love it,
Ciara's Prayer. And
Yeah, hold on to that thought.
she hasn't really been doing music as much, even though I found a couple singles.
Yes.
Me and Esther were perplexed by it. She got a single that came out 2 years ago with Lala,
Mhm.
City Girls, Lupita, Esther Dean. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Esther, you heard this? Esther was like, no.
Do you know what it is? It's a group chat thing. Guys, let's just do
Yeah.
And
it.
do you know, and I wish it stayed on
Let's
WhatsApp.
just do it.
With all them big features, that song didn't make a mark at all.
But what big features though? Because these are actresses and Insta models that should put
City
a
Girls is
song.
not a big feature, no?
City Girls alone. Lupita's an actress.
Yeah,
I know,
but
but I would have thought that would make us curious about what
yeah,
this thing is.
imagine seeing that lineup. You're thinking, raw, I'm curious about this, but no one, I never knew that song existed.
I think it would be a bang, but it didn't.
I said that to say, Ciara hasn't really been in the music bag lately.
Yeah.
So this is the first offering in
Her
about
last
2 years.
good song in my head,
Yeah.
the one where she was throwing shots at Future, I bet.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me cry.
So yeah, Jump. So Jump
Good song.
is it's an up-tempo hip-hop dance kind of anthem. I think Ciara's trying to make music that girls may twerk to, but this song stuck in 2006.
Yeah.
It sounds very dated.
Yeah.
It's like it's giving Jazzy Faye
Productions.
productions. Like I think
this is a jazzy
the Fizzle productions, yeah. Like I thought girls, this song is obviously not marketed to me. Girls might like it.
They don't.
Okay, thank you.
The girls that don't.
I think
No.
I think Ciara's trying to make ratchet music that girls are gonna
But she
twerk
can't.
to.
Do
It's
but
not
this
your
is not
bag.
it.
you know what it is?
Be a wife.
There's a school of women
Yeah,
that we are so convinced that you're just pure and clean and nicey and nice. You
Yeah.
know, cookie cutter.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you try to get into your like even I didn't mind this, but even when Kelly Rowland, she said, I like his chain on my
I was
forehead."
swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I got it, sis, but like it just didn't.
It's not your brand.
It didn't, right? And I just feel like Ciara, your brand needs to be like baby.
Do you know what it's giving? It's giving Agbaya trying to get down with the kids.
Yeah.
Stop.
Do you know? What yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's typical Ciara. High energy, I haven't watched the video yet though. I know the video's got Ben dancing in
Do
it.
you know, I haven't watched the video, but I did see her snippet of it.
Is it?
And it leads me to the point where I said, sis, you're in the wrong industry, do fashion.
Yes.
Because basically she's
So
changing
beautiful.
like different
Outfits.
outfit transitions
Yeah.
here. Yusuf, the outfits are fire.
Oh, is it?
Girl, just do fashion, be a model.
I know, but you can't tell someone what to do. Like, do you know what I mean?
Russell needs to, because that will give me the ick.
I was thinking, do you think her dancing gives me the ick?
Because
Probably
she's
not.
trying to be the whole that twerking babe as well. Babe, stop.
Yeah, this is not it. This is not it. I believe this is her first single though, off her 8th studio album,
It
which
should
is
be the
obviously
last.
the first album off her new deal. But no, this does not make the rotation. I'm sorry. And I think I actually like Ciara too.
I love Ciara.
Like,
Yeah.
So
like
pretty.
I like Ciara. Ciara's got some songs that I like.
Modeling.
But this song does not make the rotation. Sorry, Ciara. We need something. You need to come into 2020.
Do you know she needs to
babes.
work with like a whole new team?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that would
You know, these guys have a group chat and
They do.
don't use it.
would have a real life, like in person.
Assalamu
group chat.
alaikum, my brother.
See?
Can I see?
All right. Lastly, we got my favorite drill artist.
Your mum is stunning. That's your sister.
Mm.
They look like.
Not your hijacking.
No, I'm just saying. They
The
look, I'm so
rotation.
sorry you
No, it's fine. Listen, it's a lovely
Your
picture.
reaction is what
Oh,
made me.
is that you,
Yeah.
Mugs?
Yeah.
Cultural
No,
appropriator.
look at his, but look at his mum and his sister.
They're stunning.
Stunning.
They're absolutely stunning. I saw them the other day in person. Beautiful.
So cute.
All right. So lastly, we got my favorite drill rapper right now, Digga, motherfucking D.
Diggity.
All right. And Digga D, he is one of the most hardworking guys in the drill industry I've ever seen. This guy churns out music and videos like
You never met DBE.
at a crazy rate.
D-Block Europe. Have you
I
never met them?
think Digga D outworks DBE.
Really?
I guess
Right now,
there's two
anyway,
of them.
in the
So,
last
fair
year or
enough.
so, he does. So basically, he released an album in April, right? So you would think he'll still be on his campaign for the album.
yeah.
No, he released a whole new single that's not even on the album. It's called Shut the Fuck Up. Shut the Fuck Up.
I heard it's
Okay.
good.
It's good. But
Shut
it's
the fuck up.
but it's just typical. The beat's cold, obviously, but it's just typical ops, shootings, drillings. It's just that shit in it. You know, Digga D's very violent in it.
Mm.
It's just bare crowd, bare violence. But you know, I'm older, so I need to tap into the young youths to give me that type of vibe in it.
Yeah, to
So,
get down with
I
the kids.
see someone posted that. They've got a video for it. Or that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's in his bag, but I ain't watched it yet.
Because you know when you said that you thought he would still be on the press run for his first one?
Yeah.
Made me realise they don't be at wireless. They don't do rappers allowed at wireless.
He was at
Because
Wireless.
inciting violence. Was he?
He was
That's
at
right.
Wireless with Moneybag, Yo,
Yeah.
Back Row G.
But did they bring him out?
Yo,
Your
Gotti.
post.
Huh?
We
was
saw
there.
the same social media post.
Yeah, but did they bring him out or was that his set?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Oh, they
have
were
a
just
clue.
vibing.
I didn't even see him on the stage. I just saw him there. I
Can't
never-
like wireless look like
Oh, so
a
he's not
vibe
wireless
or
then?
like
He was there. I never said he
Babes.
performed. Sorry.
Being a viewer and being a performer is different. I'm talking about being a performer. Do you get me? I don't think they get.
I'm not sure if he was on the bill for Wireless.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't think he
sure.
was. I don't
I'm not
remember seeing any drill artists on there.
sure.
What's Back Reggie? What does he do?
He's not drill, but
he's
he's
cold though. I like him.
Ngelewa.
Yeah, he talks. Yeah.
Sound like a different artist, but yeah.
No, that's what he does.
I heard it as well.
Yeah, so
back in the day.
most Digga D songs make my rotation,
Okay.
especially when I'm in the gym.
He released an album or a single?
No,
A
this
single?
is a
Yeah,
single.
yeah.
This is a
Okay.
single. It's called
Shut the fuck up.
S
I heard,
T
a,
F you.
F E. Yeah.
I heard a song the other day that you put in your rotation. I was like, oh shit, this is how he's feeling.
What's the song?
I think it was the City Girls and Usher thing.
Come on, man.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
cold,
yeah,
isn't it?
that's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's not my story. I can't be listening to that shit in my spare time. And I heard it. I was like,
Listen,
wow.
I was in my kitchen all
You're
week.
so
All
annoyed.
weekend.
I was
Body
like-
popping to that shit, bruv.
I was like, wait,
Popping,
there.
locking, dropping
Come on,
it.
Marks.
Big man.
I'm a diverse guy, you know.
This is how he feels.
I'm a diverse
That's why he missed
guy.
the rotation because
Trust me.
he's
He's
diverse.
balanced.
He's
Yeah, no,
balanced.
facts.
My taste is stretched across the.
He listens to
the universe.
Ciara. Get this man a raise.
Trust
Get
me,
him a raise.
trust me. So yeah, Digga D goes into the rotation.
Sick.
It'll probably last about a week though.
Okay.
To be honest, there are a few things I want to listen to, but never had time. Brent Fires released an album. Never got time
Okay.
to listen to that, but so I might.
You can bring
touch
that to
on
us
next
later.
time. Yeah. So yeah, that's the rotation, guys, for this week.
Thank you.
But can I say though, you guys don't care about this year, but I think I'm having a big one though. I think on Friday, my goat Nas is releasing the album with DJ Premier.
Oh.
I'm praying. I know you don't care.
No,
You're like-
I'm so
you're like-
excited
you're
for
like,
you.
Who the fuck are these two old
No,
niggas?
no.
So
I know him.
next week's rotation may be, heavy.
Maybe
for me still.
okay.
Tell us in the comments below. New Nas album. Need it or keep it.
No, the real niggas. Actually, who's your favorite rapper of all time?
Probably Jay-Z.
Okay. Are you opposed to Nas or you?
I'm not opposed to him. I think Jay-Z is better than him.
Okay.
And I think Nas is like talented, but he hasn't made music for me in years.
Okay. I'm disappointed in that.
Not Godson. Is it Godson?
That was 2002.
That's the last one?
The one
was
that,
Godson.
that's the last one
Ifa,
that you heard.
Godson, Ifa, Nostradamus, that kind of era, those kind of things. Anything after Godson's the blue one.
Oh, well,
innit?
you tapped out after Godson.
Anything after Godson is not for me. It's whack, meaty.
I'm gonna fight you, man. I'm gonna fight. Let's move on.
See who wins.
He looked at him like, I don't want to do this.
This ain't the time or the place.
Wait, give me an album after Godson. Sorry, quickly.
Like album that was sick.
Yeah.
Magic, King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, Life is Good. Oof.
Is that a collab with Damian Marley?
No, man.
Oh, sorry.
That album was good though.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him. I hate him.
Why?
That was shade.
All right, bump. Life is Good, Magic, King's Disease 2,
He's done a lot of music.
King's Disease 1. Listen to those 4 albums and tell me that Nas ain't making music for you.
I promise to God he's not making music for me. But I hear you though, that it's different because even Jay-Z stopped making music for me a little while ago. I still think he's good,
Yeah.
but
But what's music for you?
music that I'm gonna like, that I'm gonna be able to play in my spare time.
No, I mean like what's your vibe?
I'm eclectic. I like all different kinds of things, but like when they like Nas is too sensible for me. Nas is saying stuff that I don't give a shit about. You know, like things that I just don't care about. So
Teachers, isn't it?
yeah, sensible
Teachers.
stuff. I don't like sensible people. I need nonsense.
I hear you. And with that, guys, let's go into our next segment, which
Love
is
Island.
Love Island.
Thank you, Dale. Yo, guys, we've got to get through 2 good episodes. We were starving a bit at the beginning, but now I feel like Love Island is in its prime right now. Okay. Ooh, do you want to do this in order?
Where do we start? Friday was the recoupling, no?
Yeah.
Yes. Was it?
No?
I would
Was it?
say
I forgot.
let's just be brisk with Friday.
It was Aftermath, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Aftermath. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that was a tit.
Yeah.
That was that's how we found out
That
about
was
the
a
tears
tit.
and
That was a
and then
tit.
I sucked the tit or whatever.
Yeah.
Was that Friday?
That was Friday.
I licked her tit or whatever.
Or whatever.
I
I sucked her or whatever. That was so
licked it or whatever.
cringe.
He's so
I wanted to
needy.
vomit.
That was so cringe.
He's so.
Oh
Do
my
you know
God.
what? He lets her play the game. Like,
You know what was so
Yeah, I
funny,
sucked the tit or whatever, but
I feel sorry for Coco.
You know what was so
She was
funny?
dying for it. Quicker wanted it.
she was adding fuel to the fire.
Then Mark Seconds there.
God, listen,
I really hope it's funny, you know, Mark.
I told you, I ain't heard this girl say once all episode. When he said, "Oh, I licked her tit," I was like, "She went what? Oh, she
No.
went her," and I know she heard.
Who's this?
No.
Oh,
Tasha.
Tasha. Oh,
He said, "Look, I got something to tell you because I told the boys and I went to get back. Like, oh yeah, like I sucked her tit."
imagine
She went, "What?"
calling a girl for a chat to tell her that you suck someone's breast. That's just hilarious.
Personally, I feel like it was embarrassing for Coco to even say that out loud.
Okay.
No,
And she just wanted TV shine.
She was acting bare.
Wait, what? You don't feel bad for Coco?
No.
Why? She was the one being the perpetrator. She was acting all bitter.
She
Okay,
and
if I
she
could
wanted
be-
that attention. Like,
If I can
girl,
be-
sit
if I can
down.
be honest, yeah, if I can be super, super honest, we know for a fact that Coco didn't like Andrew. She was riding him into the house.
To get to the house.
That's
Yeah.
fine, cool. But there's not. I can't imagine sleeping with a. Okay, I know she didn't fuck him, but get your. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I did, get mad intimate with
Yeah.
the dude, and then the dude rejects you and like actively chases somebody else in front of you. That's
Yeah.
why she got bitter. That's why she got all in a
Yeah, but all it
high
makes
mighty bag. And then she's like crying to the op, like not to the op, but you're crying to. No one cared. I just
His
felt bad for
girl.
her.
Do you know what it is for me though?
Bad for
This
her.
is the whole Ian Pussy thing again. The only person that comes out looking stupid in this, I'm sorry, but it's actually Coco for me. Because
What?
fair
her
enough,
breast got sucked.
no, her breast gets sucked, that's fine. Enjoy that.
Mm.
But you going to repeat to people that your breast got sucked unprovoked. Like, it wasn't information that was needed.
And I think
There
people,
was nothing about like, all she said was that we're intimate in bed.
That's true.
That's it.
Yeah,
You
you're an
giving
idiot. Tasha got
details.
neck. You just got your little breast sucked and you're
Mate.
like you're bad.
That's true.
And you went and
Nah,
spread across the house.
Andrew's
Like,
moving like a skep, bro.
But you know, I feel like
Am I lying?
Andrew's outside.
with Coco.
No, Andrew.
it was 2 people.
Nah,
No, but-
no, but the
Do
way
you think-
Andrew's image has been like,
No, it is because I don't think he's received anything, right? He's just giving out. He's just dishing it out.
Ugh.
Sucking
No,
breast,
I'm-
sucking pussy, and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're
He's
right.
chopped though.
Oh, you chopped her?
Me
No,
and
they
Tasha.
haven't admitted it. I don't think they've admitted it.
He
on
and Tasha
camera,
have
but
definitely text,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm using the art of deduction. I saw that they chopped her.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I feel like the only reason why the only reason why Coco was so like, because I think at first people didn't understand why Coco was acting the way she was acting. Like, why was
Yeah.
she so upset? Why was she crying? Why was she so emotional?
Mm.
Even
So,
that.
so that's when she went to go and now express. No, because stuff happened, and I think when she went, my thing is when she went to Andrew to tell him, by the way, this has come out. It was at no point did Andrew care about her feelings.
Of course not.
As in, I mean, at no point. As in, he was like, at one point, I think recently, like yesterday's episode, she was like, yeah, you don't talk to me, whatever. And then he was like, he was like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I was pissed off that you let. I just he has
Yeah,
no
but she was being
regard.
she was being a bit smug at that conversation or on yesterday's one.
Yeah, because
Like, boy, they wanted to know everything. So I
But
told
the thing
them
is that you
everything.
can't make someone that doesn't care about you care about you. You can't make somebody give a fuck about hurting your feelings if they
Yeah.
don't care. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he honestly has no feelings for Coco at all. He told Tasha that in 5 seconds. He's like, yeah, there's no chance there. I'm
He's
like,
too
when he
weak
was
for that.
crying, he was hurt. He was just lashing out, innit?
Yeah.
He was just lashing out and he was hurt.
Yeah, I don't like that she did that. I feel like it was embarrassing.
He's a weakling. Wait, what else happened Friday?
There was that, and then Tasha.
Davide,
my favorite line.
Forget.
Yes.
Is that what you're
My
talking about?
yeah, when Tasha was
Oh.
when Tasha was talking
So
about,
you're a
yeah,
liar.
You're a liar.
and you lie. He was like, Tasha, that's my line.
And they were
And then they were like,
not
not
now,
now. He's like,
Davide.
Yeah.
what's the problem now?
Yeah, Davide is funny, man.
I love
He
Davide.
is funny.
my
He
line.
has actually won me over.
That Tasha, that's my line.
For such a non-story character,
Yeah.
he actually has.
It's my favorite.
Tasha-
And the thing is
left
that
the
he
mark.
calls everybody out because I can't remember what happened. But somebody was getting told off, and he was just like, I could just see he has reserved feelings about everybody. Like he has opinions on everybody, and as soon as someone gives him an out to
Yeah.
say them, he says it. I like it.
Can I say the page stood up for herself a bit more though? She was standing up for herself a bit more the past couple of days than what we saw on Thursday. And Friday, she's starting to pipe up a little bit. She's realizing she's got a bit of power. But I think it's because she thinks that basically I know that she knows the drama outside, like what we're seeing, is all about her.
Yeah,
And I think she's walking that space. I don't like it. It's making me cringe a bit.
cringe so
Because
hard.
even like with the
does
when the
something
girls
with her
do
mouth.
go on the thingy on the terrace or whatever,
Yeah.
she's like, so girls, like, tell me what's going on.
There's a new
Paige,
confidence.
India, no, sorry,
Yeah.
Tasha. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a confidence of like, I'm the it girl now, and I don't
Yeah.
like it. Like, sit down. But
Yeah.
I will say, I think she is standing up to Jax a bit more in that he's putting more into his acting to look like he cares about. I still don't
Yeah.
believe he cares about her.
Yeah,
But that's
I
what I'm
don't.
saying. Is that winning
But he's
though?
doing a bit more.
Is that winning that he is just? Because do you know what I realized is the biggest mover in the house? The opinions of the other housemates.
Mm.
Like Jax has fucked up so clearly that even the man them are like, bro, like
You're doing too much.
you didn't have to tell the girl to jog. Like, you didn't have to do all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like I think at one point, Dami said something. Dami was like, pretend it's a fairy tale or something along those lines, and it just was such an insight to the mentality of
That's
how,
why he's in the bottom too.
yeah, honestly. But yeah, in my head, I just feel like Jack, everybody, like even Tasha behaving a little bit is only because she doesn't want the guys to dislike her or stuff like
Yeah.
that. This gave her the perfect out. Which is why I'm surprised
Her reaction.
that she's entertaining him a little bit again. I'm like, sis, you got
She
your
might like
out.
him as well. She was hurt though, because I thought she was just fake and phony. But when he told her that, and when he brought that news to her, she was.
I still think she's faking funny.
I think she's
Because she
fake
was
as
lipsing
fuck.
up and the other man in the other villa in Casamore, and I'm sure they were doing little bits under the thing. So I think like it's like comes out when you don't like somebody. Yeah, I don't like you, but I don't want you to move on. So I think her knowing that because I think she got some kind of power knowing that he really really liked her more than she liked him, right? But knowing that despite that he still could do what a normal guy would do in terms of like look at other girls, lips other girls, lick or suck a nipple here and there. It's her. I feel like her ego is bruised. I feel like that's what it is. That's what's hurting her.
Did you not catch
Is
what
that she feels
said?
embarrassed that he's done this to her.
She said something along those lines. It's what's mad. This was before the tit sucking thing. But what's mad, yeah? She was like, what's mad is that I think I like him. Like,
Yeah, she
said
likes
that.
toxic. I feel like now that she's seen that he's got the ability to be toxic, she finds him that more attractive because
I don't think
more
Andrew's
attractive. What, Andrew?
No.
No, but like she never thought he would be the guy. She thought, yeah, she was gonna be in Casa Amor living her best life, and he was gonna be waiting for her. She's come back now and found out he's talking to other girl. Not only has he brought someone else in,
Yeah.
he's talking to other girls, and he licked her nipple.
Only because the girls were in his head. Remember, Andrew's not built for this. The only reason why he rebelled in Casamore because everyone got to him and made
Yeah,
him
but she
realise
didn't even know
he
that
took it
anyone
for a
could do that. So her seeing this is a different side of that good boy image that he's had. Because she even said, I think also like the intimate stuff as well. She even said something about like that stuff that we've done and he's doing it to someone else. Like, I just think for her ego's bruised. She never thought that
It's
he
her
would
ego
do
too.
her the way he did.
Mm.
She wanted to have the upper hand, and now that it's kind of leveled, even though like he's still being an idiot about it, it's the fact that now she knows that he's capable of this. She finds him more attractive because it looks like he's got a backbone.
Mad
You
people.
don't, but it looks like he does.
He doesn't have a backbone. He's literally gone from giving head to one girl to sucking the breast of another girl.
So
And
embarrassing.
then running back to the girl in front of everybody. Like, he forgave her in 3.5 seconds. Andrew's headache, I will not take personally.
It's him begging her for a cuddle.
It's him. Do you know what it is? It's him looking in. You do not have the source for this. You know the like smiling and looking in her eyes thing.
Oh my God, you see her face was straight for so long.
Oh my gosh.
He was staring at her trying to
Oh.
smile, yeah. On a normal day, a guy you like, you will crumble like flipping jelly.
It literally.
She was
Literally.
staring at him like, why are you looking at me like that? I said, oh dear.
Yeah. But she broke down eventually, and he thought that was a win.
Yeah, but it was fake though.
Of course, it was tired.
30 seconds had passed.
Her face muscles had tired.
Yeah, she's like-
that's all it was. But yeah, anyway, guys.
Last night.
Yeah, wait, quick
Last
one.
night.
This is small. Billy and Paige. Is Billy somebody's son? Somebody famous?
Billy's a
No,
hoe,
that's,
bro.
that's Jack.
Billy is trying to get with Paige, trying to get with Gemma. He wants
Gemma
Gemma.
likes him though.
Can I
Gemma
say
likes
that?
him.
Do you know why again? He's clocked Gemma's game. Gemma, you can't be a soppy guy. This is why she liked Luke in the first place. You can't be a guy that's acting all soppy. Luke is done. But the reason why Billy clocked her game, Billy clocked how we could get her, I think is actually very planned out and thought out well, yeah. He clocked, I can't go to this girl and swoon over her the way every guy would typically do. I'm going to go to and act like I don't care. So he does the whole rude banter thing and blah, blah. And that's what's making her like him. She likes him.
She's invested in him as a friend, and that's what's killing Luca.
Yeah.
Because Luca can see.
I think she
sees women are naive to certain things. And they can't
Yeah.
see and they think it's genuine.
Yeah.
And Luca can see, and he's saying like, I know you're not interested in him.
Yeah.
The fact that you like spending time with him
Yeah.
and talking to him and
Yeah.
enjoying
Yeah.
company
Yeah.
is the
It's-
problem
yeah,
here.
that's
No, but don't you
Because once you give him that, he now
Yeah.
gets to work his.
Yeah.
It's not about you. You know what I'm trying to say? Women
Yeah.
always think it's about them. It ain't about you. It's about the man that you're dealing with. He's skilled. If he's skilled and he knows what he's doing, you're not really in control of the situation. So if you
Yeah.
allow the fox to come in the chicken coop,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a problem. You get me? And Luca can see that, but Gemma can't see it because it's genuine. It's friends.
Shout-
But do
Yeah.
you think so then?
Yeah.
Because you know that he was gonna feed her and she was like, oh no, like he was gonna feed her. I think she was gonna accept it, but Luca was watching.
Even when
And
he
then
had
you
her
don't like
arm
when-
around her, the way she
Yeah.
spun out of it.
Yeah.
No, but that was
If
because
that's
of
my
Luca.
guy. I'm mad. I'm getting mad.
From spinning out of it.
Yeah, because don't make a scene. If you're gonna come out of it, just come out of it. Why are you spinning out and
Oh,
trying
you're
like?
hard to please.
No,
mate.
man, you're doing too much over there.
you
Like,
know
you're
what
making
else?
it look like something it's not. Why are you spinning
Yeah.
Do you know
for?
what it is? Do you know what it is?
So why he's spinning for?
She felt the heat from Luca's eyes. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They're both like
They were
situated
that-
between
because-
two
no, but
exactly.
You see, if I saw that spin,
Yeah.
to me that would be like,
you cheated.
you know, like no, it would be like it's like one of them. Like, nope. You know, like,
Yeah.
like it's too much. Like, this is, I like it. I'm enjoying this too much. Let me take myself out of
Yeah.
this.
But that's what it was though, because she was in.
Nah, see,
No, because
nah.
think about it.
Mm-mm.
She sat in that position with him
Is his hands
for a good
for
few
me?
seconds. It's when he pointed out that Luke is watching. That's when she did, because he was like, "Oh, should I feed you?" And she's like, "Yeah, but you
Luke
might
would've
have da da da
died.
da." That's
Luke
when
would've
she.
died.
I think it's more than not more than friends, but I think
She
she's
likes
interested.
it.
It's not
She
more than
likes
friends
something.
yet, but she likes him.
She likes
She
him.
and
She
she
likes
doesn't. She might not even
Is that-
realize that she likes him,
She
man,
likes
but
him.
she
Isn't
likes
that the
him.
same guy that coordinated his trainers with the
Yes,
Yeah,
font on
yeah,
his
yeah,
top?
with the font size,
Life
with the font
comes
color.
at
Yeah.
you fast, man.
And you know when he was
What
even
about-
like, "Oh, I want to talk to Paige. Are you jealous about that?" She's like, "Why would I be jealous?" Like,
No.
he knows.
He's smart.
Big
He knows
up
what he's
that.
doing.
He
Then he
says-
come to her for advice about what to do with
Tasha.
Tasha. And all that.
Yeah.
This dude's a player.
He
Don't,
knows
don't
what-
watch his creps and think he's an idiot.
No, but he knows what
he's
he's
doing.
He knows what
Man's
he's
fighting
doing.
from the children's section. Nah, he's a
He
idiot.
knows what he's
But
doing.
He's a big idiot.
Nah, it looks like he's getting.
What about-
Man went JD Sports.
Yeah.
It's looking like gap kids for me.
I
but
told you lot, Josh is going to come in the house and try and spread his wings. Talking about friend zone.
What is it about the
I
Luca
just
that no
don't
one
think
can
he's
fuck
reading
with?
the.
It's,
I just don't think
I
he's
have
reading
the
the room.
answer. I know what it is.
What is
What?
Eyeshadow.
It's not
It's the
eyeshadow.
eyeshadow.
No one ain't watching her eyeshadow.
No,
She's
I'm
got
joking. Do
green
you know what it
eyes.
is?
She's so
She-
peng.
Do you know what it is?
I
She
think
tries
she's
to
meeting the wrong
convince you.
guys.
No, it's her source.
There must be something. No, there has to
Her
be something.
sources
There has to be
are wrong.
something wrong with her.
Have you
ever seen her
Personality
talk to
wise,
you?
there's got to be.
Personally.
I don't think so.
People
No,
just
it
ain't
is,
fucking
it
with
is.
her.
do you know what I tell you guys? I don't think so, because everyone she's ever liked here has liked somebody else. The thing is, Josh didn't. No, but Josh didn't. But that was different because he was trying to get into the main villa.
But you know who's in the
Everyone-
main
no,
villa.
but
There's Josh ain't even
everyone-
got no other options.
He doesn't
No, but
have
everyone
options.
she's like.
He'd
Who?
rather be alone. No, that's what he doesn't. He'd rather be
No, but that's
alone.
because he knows who he's got his eyes on. But do you know what it is? Every guy with Danica, yeah, there's always been something else at play. Like, it's never just been a clean, fresh, nothing to gain guy.
Josh wants summer.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Wants summer.
Do you know what I
I think he was
it
one
is?
of the Castle girls.
I
China.
think that Danica,
There
her
has-
personality.
There
yeah,
has to be something wrong
Have
with
you
her.
ever seen her? When a guy rejects her, do you know what she does?
What?
She starts doing like a PowerPoint presentation speech
Yeah,
on like
yeah,
why.
yeah.
She's saying so
There's
because he
some-
told her very. He goes, look, tell me what it is. Is are you done?
Yeah.
Or are you think that you could still
Her
be
whole
friends?
delivery is
Yeah.
Because
off.
we
Her
could be in the
delivery-
yard and you could treat me like all these other gal and we can kiss sometimes
Right?
and wear
Oh
tear
my
tear.
God.
I just- you know, it's- I
Fam,
just-
her delivery is just off,
It's
bruv.
bad.
It's off. It's
It's
bad.
She's so clean.
She's pitching.
Yeah.
Every day I
All the
watch
time.
that show more and more and more. I'm convinced she might
When
be
her
the best thing
makeup
in the
is
yard.
off,
She's
yeah,
clean.
she's actually unreal.
beautiful.
She's
Yeah.
unreal. When her makeup is off, especially when like
She's
goes
stunning.
on, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So it must be
Yeah, personality. It
a
has to be-
personality
yeah,
thing.
personality. It has
And
to
it's
be.
not that it's a bad personality. It's just
Ooh.
nobody in that
We
house
got-
wants it. So yeah, man. Anyway, is there anything else?
But can we just say that
there's
all the
things,
Casa
There's
girls,
bare things, man.
No, but-
all the Casa girls are single now, and I think that's wild.
Exactly. That's a big
They-
talking point.
yeah.
Everyone got dumped yesterday.
Everyone got
Yeah,
done.
it's
Mad.
crazy.
Everyone.
Dammy is cheeky as fuck.
Yeah.
Jay is cheekiest.
Jay needs to get out of the house anyway. He just needs to leave the
Also,
house.
Deji was livid when India was telling him that
He said
it's
something
over.
bad's gonna happen. He said, was it him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He said
But
something
then
bad's
what
gonna
What, did she
happen.
tell him it's over?
Yeah, but
No,
when,
but
when
no,
they had
she
their
didn't
chat,
plan to, but he was
steamed,
defensive.
He was hot.
Why the-
yeah, because she didn't
When
want
did
to
they-
end it with him,
Oh,
but he got
I
so
missed that.
defensive
When
and
did
he
they
was
speak?
hot.
It was hot. It was bare
Was that at the
So
beginning of the
just-
show?
No,
No, that towards the end. Right before they were coupling.
Every fella
Basically, yeah, she wasn't gonna end it with him. She was gonna say to him like, "Listen, I'm gonna," because she brought Deji in there saying she's still interested in Dammy, right?
Mm.
It was she was gonna get to know both of them.
Yeah.
But when she started talking to him, he got very defensive in his bag and was like, "Oh, so you want to go back to him? I just feel like he basically said, I feel like you don't have you should have bare self-respect for yourself. Because he treated you like that, blah, and you'll just accept it." And she was just like, "I don't think it's about self-respect." He was like, "Nah." He's like, "I'm not saying you don't respect yourself, but I'm saying that he treated you a certain way. Now you're going back. He's won, basically." But basically, let's just cut to the end as well. Dammy and who is it? Who's this couple up with again?
Dammy and who?
Summer.
Summer.
Dammy and Summer are in the bottom two.
Yes.
I think Dammy's leaving. And Jay and
No, Jay's leaving, man. Come on.
I think
they're
Dammy's
gonna,
leaving.
they're gonna make. They're probably gonna make. Well, then again,
They're gonna make them lot pick. Jay's out here.
but they can't do the same trick 2 weeks in a row, can they? They might.
Nah, I don't think- I think it's
they might just
public.
make the bottom group just go.
No, I think
Oh,
it's no, I
okay,
think it's
maybe.
public. I think it's public.
Maybe.
So the one with the
Because
least
what
votes
they
is
would have
gonna
done,
go.
if it was them picking, they would have showed us that previous day.
Yeah.
But they said we'll let if it was them picking, they would have told us yesterday. I think Dammy's leaving.
No, Jay,
I think what he did, I think
if
he's
it's just
embarrassing behaviour.
If it's just on votes, then surely Jay and Summer's got. I mean, Jay.
Yeah, if it was
People
on Friday,
really
it's
turned against Dammy. I don't think you understand. Because you know what? It wasn't just what he did. It's the fact that he was really so childish and
Yeah.
trying to make everyone do with him. It was
Yeah.
very distasteful.
I think with the bottom two, I don't know if they've already told us what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I may have
No.
fallen asleep, but in my head, I think it's gonna be the people in the house that get to vote.
I
who
think so
actually
too.
leave.
I don't think though, because they just done that.
Because you know, it's not
It's
even.
not even like a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
they
there's that as
they
well.
literally just done it. It's like a
Yeah.
few days ago.
They're not
But
gonna
you know
let
what?
Dammy
Whenever they do
Actually,
that,
that's what
whenever they do that, they show us that in the previous episode
Yeah.
to let us know that these people are picking, and then the cliffhanger is who they pick.
But they
What
would have
the
done
prob-
that, but because they're bringing in my
You know
man.
what it is, yeah? I think what the problem is, yeah, because obviously it's production. You need to create moments, yeah, and they haven't done it before.
Mm.
I think the lowest votes are just gonna go.
I think those
The couple's
are
gonna
gonna
go.
go.
Yeah, maybe.
And you're right, it could be because if it's Dammy, that's gonna send shockwaves through the yard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it might be. I hope it's Dammy.
because
I'm
India's
sick
gonna
of
be
him.
bored now, isn't it? Man, listen, this episode that's
Wait,
coming up.
wait,
Why, if
Is it-
Dammy goes, Josh and India might can.
Just in India.
Y'all forgetting about the biggest, not biggest, but one of the biggest.
What Adam?
Adam's getting in the house.
Adam's
Oh
going in
my
the
God.
house.
Yeah, so Adam
I'm
from
not gonna lie, I screamed.
I don't know who that
Tomorrow,
is.
Brent.
Adam from a couple
I
years
never
ago.
watched it.
I didn't watch it. Oh,
No.
so
We'll just do that at tomorrow. It's fine.
So he was like a heartthrob, like a big heartthrob a couple of
Okay.
seasons ago, wasn't it?
I've seen
Thanos,
clips.
they
I've
call
seen
him Thanos.
clips.
He's
Nah.
a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
All
clips
the
of him and
Gornets, he's
stuff.
a
You know,
choppers.
one time, yeah,
He chopped up Rosie,
yeah.
then this Rosie, then Zara come in and he got with Zara and he chopped up Zara. Did he only chop the two of them or did he get another one as well?
There was another one after Zara. I
There's
think.
another one after Zara
I
too?
think so, but don't.
God, oh, this guy's
But
a
the thing is
demon.
But the thing is that because they know he's a demon, I don't know because I don't know. I can sue.
They can sue.
Do you think she can be
Paige.
smart?
Nah,
Did you not?
Eki
Wait,
Eki
you
Sue
ain't
was
seen,
what's
the
at stake.
the sneak preview of him talking to
No.
them? He's got them. They're in
Yeah, he took
mud.
to
Okay, but can I
Paige.
say?
Let me just tell you quickly. He grabbed Paige, yeah. He's talking to Paige. Paige looks like she's on cloud 9.
Yeah.
Head's floating.
Oh,
so
Jack.
She don't know what to do. He's there. He's
there's
slamming
always
on her.
something better.
Yeah.
Then he's got Danica.
She needs
Danica
this.
don't know what to do. Danica's
Yeah.
saying like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You are clean." She's just.
I need her to be composed.
I need to be composed.
She never
You
keeps.
are- she's
She
like,
needs to
yo,
take feedback
you're
from
the one.
previous
You
guys.
are.
Honestly.
Yeah, Janika's on smoke. And then Ekinsu, you know, Ekinsu's got that little cute little
Yeah.
flirty smile. He's reasoning with Ekinsu. And he's like, boy, I'm not going to lie. I like you. She's like, right. But you picked Paige though.
Mm.
And he's like, all right, you're getting jealous already. Boom, boom, boom. Then she's like, I love her. He's like, well, I've got to pick someone in it. Boom, boom. So Ekinsu looks like she could, it's
Yeah.
ropey. Because
Mm.
my man's coming in with cachet. You get me? Like, they know about
Yeah,
it.
they know who he is already. So he's like a little celeb a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he goes for it.
He does go for it. I remember in the last one, he had a girl so fucked up that she started taking pictures, selfies around the house just to make herself feel better. It was the most cringy thing
It's
in
embarrassing.
the world.
Because they've
But,
changed the show, yeah. I don't think he's gonna cook one of them because Love Island's not about that anymore. It's a family show.
No, but Andrew.
But if this was
doing
if
that.
this was like if this same thing happened like
But it's-
3 seasons
I
ago,
don't know
oh
if-
god, he would have
They-
smoked.
but
He would
they
have
do
smoked
that
one of
second
them.
They just don't show it. They
I
just
think
won't show
something
it.
a tit thing shows it's not too family. It's
No,
late
but
night. Your kids need to be
even
asleep.
now, like I think they put it within clauses. And even now, like when before, if people was having sex in there, like they would let it be known.
Mm.
Like now, they don't. they're not making a scene. It's going on like it's not about the sex and all that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like a trash show. It's a family show. You feel me? So obviously, I don't think they're gonna let him go in there and just go buck wild and rah rah rah. But I'm saying if this was like
If you're
3
letting your
seasons
kids
ago-
watch Love Island, I'm actually judging you.
well, it's not. They're not doing anything.
Nah, man. I don't
What
think
age are you
it's
talking
for
about?
kids. Anything less than 16.
I was watching Maury.
What?
My sister is like, she's 12 now, I
You
think.
could be 14,
She
15
can't
and
be-
watch Love Island. Come on. They're not doing
Nah,
nothing on there.
I'm not from that. I'm not for that.
You
Do you know
might
what
not-
these kids? Do you know what? Let's call this today because Brett's got
But with all of that, I think that's everything.
Yeah, guys, we'll give you a deeper one tomorrow.
Yeah, guys. We
Yeah.
have to respect
Time
the
is
timings.
Run out of time.
against
But-
us still.
All right, well, let's jump into the outro.
Also, I just want to say, because I know you've been waiting for it. There's no done at it today. Sorry.
We'll do a double down night tomorrow.
Yeah, double.
No, we
We'll
won't.
do a double one. We'll do a
Talking about
collaborative. We'll do a
you know they've been
collaborative
waiting
effort.
for it.
We'll have a big fun one, special one tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, go with the actual.
Yes, I know we've been waiting
Alright,
for it.
then.
It's so annoying.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, the music's already played. And I even got my headphones on, so that ain't even a reason. But anyway, shout out to everybody, guys. Y'all did your thing. If you guys liked how these guys did their thing, including me, make sure you press subscribe. Because that's how you say thank you. That's how you say we like you.
Exactly.
Make sure that thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, guys, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share the videos. Be the plug in your group. If you want to send a voice note or text message, send it into 075 6484 1073. That's 075 6484 1073. And like you guys know, if you don't send a comment, we're gonna read it. If it makes sense, we're gonna read it, innit? So we're one of them platforms. Of course, guys, as you know, we are moving to another platform. I've said this every day, but it's gonna happen. And you'll be able to watch us live in the morning. So make sure that when we give you the information, you do not delay and you participate ASAP. And of course, guys, if you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, email the team at the day after at THENEWBLXCK, blackhazax.com. Have a wonderful Monday.
See ya.